Say.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is Sunday. We're here in the new studio. Still have our reverb issue since the curtains aren't up. But I'm here with a lot of guests today. Number one, obviously, we got Poseidon sitting with his anime poster.
Hola, niño.
We found him in the dumpster last night. We got Guido Grasso in studio.
I was in a dumpster.
He was nervous, so he shaved his fucking head. Look at you. Look like a wrestler. You look like an out-of-work wrestler right now. And obviously, I got the only man that I trust to handle any important business. We got Sparrow in studio, keeping it real, about to choke all of us if we piss him off.
Cheers.
All the way from Mount Olympus. A real-life giant is here. All right, so Poseidon, give everybody the details on Patreon and what they have to know and what they have to do while I set up here.
Yo, so go to patreon.com/Pantelis and sign up. There are currently 4 tiers.
Just say sign.
Sign up.
Sign up.
There are currently 4 tiers to choose from.
Oh.
They get exclusive content first.
Okay, stop yelling, but yeah, okay,
such
go
as,
on.
the Pantelis podcast that gets released to patrons first and then gets released afterwards. They got In Bed with Poseidon every Saturday at 4 p.m. What else? There's Views of a Simpleton. There is the Pantelis bonus tapes. There is...
You've already frustrated me enough to cancel my subscription is what you've done right now. So I'm just going to say it. So yeah, patreon.com/Pantelis. Tonight, we're going to be live at the Bordel for 2 drink minimum, 7:30. There should be, hopefully, still tickets available. They sell them by table. So if you need just one seat, head over to the Discord. I think that Helsan still has a seat available on his table. If not, buy one of the 2-seaters, bring a date. It is the place to be. Even though people get upset at their friends when they show up to our shows, it is the place to be. So having said that, Poseidon, everyone welcome. We haven't been 4 people here ever. This is the first podcast from the studio.
Congratulations on this studio. It's beautiful.
It's going to be better once it's fucking fully ready, sir. But I'm just going to avoid bringing in guests for the podcasts for the time being. The Pantelis podcast, I'm going to do it all remotely until this place is full. Like tomorrow I have the David Icke interview. I'm going to do that remotely.
Are you? Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm the shit, bro. Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about reptiles, all kinds of shit. This is gonna be good.
Did you see his interview when he first got famous, when he came on TV saying, "I am Jesus"?
I never saw that, and send it to me because I want to discuss it.
I think it was on British television.
That's like 1991. He was wearing a Sergio Tacchini tracksuit.
Oh, I did see that. But I don't remember they said it was Jesus.
He was on like the British Heraldo.
The British Heraldo. So just so nobody thinks that we forgot about them, we got Trey Cool in the chat. Jess Sorrell is here saying hi to you, by the way, all the way from Australia. Antoinette is here. Richard's here. Dr. Filth is here. Lord Fixie, Kevin, Aziz, Pat, Olga, Natalie. Okay, there's too many. Hello to everyone. Mr. Ancient God. There's all kinds. So let's get into it right away. Poseidon, you said you didn't want to talk about news until the show starts. Is it because you had something to bring to the fucking table?
Yeah, Donald Trump's brother passed away.
I know, I saw, yeah.
And they're accusing Trump of trying to hijack the election.
All the deaths?
No, trying to hijack the election again by removing, because he was removing those postal office thingamajiggies.
Post offices.
He was removing post offices?
No. You know
he just said no mail-in. He doesn't want mail-in ballots.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Taylor Swift chimed in because we all needed to hear what Taylor Swift had to say.
What did she say?
She said that the election is being hijacked by Trump because he wants to stay in power. That's why he's removing the mailboxes.
Did Trump's brother die from COVID?
Probably. I don't know.
I have
You
no
know
clue,
what, though? Regardless, he's in mourning. No one should shit on him for 24 hours. Look like him, too.
Give him 24. Well, it's funny because
Look like him,
the way the brother's gonna look. You know, the only thing I did notice, and I was like, I told you guys it was a piece of shit. Remember Michael Rappaport? He's a phony. Like this guy, he pretends to be everything that he's not.
Higher learning.
Yeah, he pretends to be tough to people that can't fight back. Right? He's that kind of a guy. So I remember with Ari Shafir, he shit on Ari Shafir because he made fun of Kobe Bryant when he died, whatever. But the first tweet I saw making fun of Trump's brother's death was Michael Rappaport.
No.
So the rules only apply if it matters to me, guys.
You got to be Nick DiPaolo for a second. There's a double standard.
yeah. So I saw that and I was like, look at him. But I already knew. I was telling everyone this guy's a phony.
Also a lot taller than we thought, huh? Michael Rappaport?
He's tall, apparently, yeah. He's a tall bitch.
Tom Hanks is that tall.
Yeah. Makes no difference height, I've learned.
Tom Hanks, what happened? He's trying to escape. I keep hearing these fucking rumors of escaping the States because of pedophilia. What's going on with that shit? Is that a real thing or is that one of your conspiracies?
The walls are closing in on them.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
One of the 2 Coreys is going to finally catch him.
I heard he's under house arrest.
He's in Greece. He became a Greek citizen.
Are you serious?
His wife is Greek.
His wife Wilson is not Wilson. It's like Papadopoulos or something.
Rita Wilson.
It's a stage name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You didn't know about this?
No, I read a conspiracy where people in Hollywood bred children and birthed them in their own homes and sold them almost right away to the Hollywood elites and politicians and elite politicians without birth certificates and anything. And I've been seeing all kinds of insane shit. Kids have been coming in by the shipload for these politicians.
Why don't you stop the ships?
Yeah, I know you're
Where
seeing them.
yeah, where are you seeing them? Yeah.
On a
How am I supposed to stop the ships?
Well, you just said you've been seeing them. You said I've been seeing all these ships
like
pop in.
reports of the
yeah.
videos.
I've never heard
videos
of any of these
online.
reports from a credible source.
He's
for the
making
record.
it sound like it's like refugees trying to go from fucking Africa. To
Yeah, that's what you make it sound like. Yeah. I've never heard of any of this
I
shit.
recently saw an interview with Mel Gibson in like 1990 where he's saying shit about pedophilia.
Yeah, Mel Gibson's been known to say a lot of shit.
It was
Yeah.
mullet Mel Gibson.
He kept saying that what did he say? They're basically eating these children, not like fit, but he was just saying they suck their blood. It just use kids and spit them out. But I don't know if he meant it in the rapey way as well.
What was it? Adrenochrome?
Oh, adrenochrome. Yeah, you heard about
Yeah.
that? It's made out of kids' bloods or some shit.
No, but
the foreskin of
It's made out of foreskin.
No,
It's
no,
made
no.
of schmucks.
Adrenochrome. No. Is the adrenochrome is when they drink the blood of children when the children have been tortured because it's full of adrenaline. So apparently it.
Did your dad tell you that?
Keeps
Didn't
them
Alex
younger.
Jones do like he broke into one of those?
Alex Jones broke into Bohemian Grove years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing mock sacrifices. So they were pretending they had a baby, and there was a big owl that they made, and they were doing these mock. So here's the thing: the Bohemian Grove stuff. The defense is
It was a
they didn't
Bohe-
kill anyone. It was mock stuff. My question was always: do you really want your leaders to be doing this kind of crazy shit? Like these are the people you trust.
Yeah.
Like isn't that a little too wacky?
What
They're
Alex
cosplaying
Jones
as
didn't
like
see was
demon
these-
worshippers.
The sign that said Bohemian Grove presents our staged reading of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So they were literally doing Mum Shibai, and that's what Alex Jones thought was a sacrifice. So
No, there was they were not cosplaying as Indiana Jones, sir. They do it a lot apparently over there. It's just something they do. It says it helps them unwind.
Bohemian Grove.
It's a good.
They have
good
a-
cover story.
We have a very different definition of unwinding.
That's what a schmuck is, by the way. Did you know a schmuck is the piece of the...
The tip of the penis.
Yeah, that's a schmuck.
The teba penis or the foreskin?
The foreskin,
foreskin.
is the schmuck is the piece you cut
I like
off.
the word schmuck.
The
Schmuck?
part... I saw Sandra Bullock say that in an interview or some shit. I don't know.
Just talking about foreskin, Sandra Bullock.
She was talking about it's made from the... She was on Ellen or whatever the fuck. It's made from...
Here's the problem, dude.
What happened to Ellen?
She was a bitch at work apparently, and
she's blonde.
they're gonna replace her.
She wears Converse running shoes and this suit.
Yeah.
She was. People came out. She was a bitch, and apparently one of the producers on the show was mean to people. So that here's the thing, though. I'm not a fan of Ellen. I don't give a shit. However, some of the stuff that I was like, okay, so someone there was an asshole, or she was a bit of too much of an asshole. But like, who gives a fuck? Like, and why now? Why didn't you call her an asshole back? Like, who gives a fuck anyway?
Dude, have you ever had a boss scream at a bunch of employees
Yeah,
and then they're just like dust it off and move on?
yeah. That was my whole life.
That's
Bro,
what
I
she
worked
did.
in Greek restaurants,
But
bro.
exactly.
Yeah, dude, he got fired repeatedly, and look at him, he's still standing.
Exactly, me too. So I think it's a lot of everybody who got the participation medal in school that got yelled at, and they had to go to human resources. But that, I'm not, I'm hearing an echo. Is this, you guys hear me?
Yeah, it's every time you talk too far back, you get the echo. Yeah.
There was a meme of her. She was like pointing out there was like she has those billboards behind her,
Yeah.
and she was pointing out on something. So the pointer, there was a meme that said like she stole it. It was an antenna from an intern's car.
Oh yeah, because apparently she was bullying all the interns. Yeah. Could she imagine? She's like, I need a pointer. She goes out, grabs it from the guy's car, breaks it up.
Sometimes she's pretty funny, man.
Yeah, no. Like I said, it's just she's apparently she was a bitch, but that's what happens. You have bosses that are assholes. It's just part of life. You know,
Yeah.
it's not. Anywho, I mean, she did some crazy shit though. She kept sending people home because she said they stunk. She's like, "Who smells like that? Fuck out of here."
You know what?
So that's a bit much. I mean,
Yeah, that sounds exaggerated.
it sounds exaggerated because Poseidon, it's not like the people you work with. These aren't Sri Lankan dishwashers. These are like a lot of
work for Sri
writers and
Lankan
stuff.
dishwashers?
So what I'm saying is, it could have been just she didn't like the smell of coconut. Like I don't fucking know. It's not a dirty person. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always assumed Ellen was on the other side.
Of?
Like, she's now getting canceled like Chris D'Elia. Like, isn't
Yeah.
that weird?
Oh, great. You want to hear some funny Chris D'Elia news? They, So there's a movie that coming out. Zack Snyder, Army of Darkness?
George A. Romero.
Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
I walked off that set.
Really?
Yeah, I literally was getting sicker by the second, and SAG never paid me. But I was they made me into a zombie and in a casino in Atlantic City.
Oh, well, you didn't need to cut me off for that.
And-
You could have told me this
sorry.
right after.
You're right,
But
sorry.
they're replacing him
With Kevin Spacey.
No, with Tig Notaro. So what they did is they're gonna, even though the movie's finished filming,
Like Kevin Spacey and
they're
Christopher
going to do
Plummer.
it digitally. They're going to digitally remove him and put Tig Notaro. And people are like, "Oh, Tig Notaro is a comedian. She's a
I read quickly online about
But-
it.
She had breast.
she survived cancer. Yeah, she's just a little
shit.
trooper. Yeah, but what I'm thinking is that an insult to her? Like if you think about it, because like if they replace you in a movie, like let's say right now they're like, "All right, look,
Zach Galifianakis, long hair, beard, go.
yeah, because it looks like you or
Yeah,
something."
yeah.
But if they're like, "We're going to replace this white man with
complete
another
opposite of
man,"
you.
like she's a woman. Like, isn't it weird that that's who you're digitally replacing him with?
It is a little strange.
Hey, you remember the
But
movie
why-
Mark Wahlberg, All the Money in the World, where it came out last year, and Christopher Plummer got nominated for an Oscar because he filmed all his shit in a week after the movie was filmed.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg, Kevin Spacey played the Getty.
Anyways.
And literally, Christopher Plummer from here had to talk to nobody. They just had to, the reaction
But he
shot.
replaced Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, because
He replaced another middle-aged man.
no, Kevin Spacey. They made him look like Brad Pitt in the Old Man movie,
But I'm just saying, isn't that?
and they replaced him with instead of
But if you're getting replaced, like right now, after like
I had no idea about, and this was his first starring vehicle.
Like if Scarlett Johansson gets in trouble, and then they go, "Don't worry, we're replacing her. It's gonna
And
be
it's
easy.
Poseidon.
It's gonna be Poseidon." You don't think one of the two, him or Scarlett Johansson, should ask some questions? Be like, "What?
Why is Poseidon
Oh,
whispering?
he's
in
a shoo-in. It's the same thing. We could barely tell the difference. Like, wait a second, what the fuck?"
Times Square. Bill Murray whispers in
If I was,
Poseidon's
I
ear.
think Scarlett would be more angry. I wouldn't mind so much.
You wouldn't care.
I had no idea about. I had no idea about Chris D'Elia.
I just read that this morning, and I was like, all right, well, and this is the best part. They still haven't really come out with it. I mean, he technically didn't we find out that he didn't really do anything
He
illegal?
didn't actually commit a crime.
Yeah, he hasn't committed any crime.
dude,
Was this Chris D'Elia?
That's fucked.
Chris D'Elia, yeah.
dude, they're still mad at Brett Ratner for saying fag at the Oscars 10 years ago.
Well, no, I think Brett Ratner
Is he back?
Wait, Brett Ratner, who was that?
Rush Hour.
He was the guy that directed the X-Men movie.
The shit X-Men one, the one that put Fraser in it.
Yeah, that's not why they're mad at him. They're
No,
mad
they're
at him
mad at
because he
him-
was fucking kids, bro. Not because he said fag.
No, he was gonna produce the Oscars that Eddie Murphy was gonna host.
I know, but Ratner,
during-
wasn't he banging kids?
No,
Oh, you know who
Yeah,
was
he
on
was
the
banging
list?
kids or some shit.
no.
Yo, look that up, Poseidon.
Brian Singer.
Oh, Bryan Singer. That's the one I'm talking about.
He's
Yeah.
he's the
Wait, so Bryan Singer and Ratner both did X-Men movies?
Ratner only did The Last Stand, the second one.
And what did Singer do?
The first one, he discovered.
Oh, that's why I mixed
he,
them up. Yeah.
What do you want me to search up?
No, forget it. We know
He
it's
did-
Singer.
Singer
Singer's
did-
the one who
Singer
fucked
was
kids.
convicted?
Singer
Oh,
did
okay.
Usual Suspects, has twink parties in his pool.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy,
Make sewing machines.
Singer was never convicted though.
No,
Singer, no, but they have like it was a known thing. Like he would have videos. You have kids,
It was like
Then
a
how's he
Hawaiian
not
like
in
young
jail?
boys. Yeah.
How's he not in jail?
I mean, how's he not in jail?
If he committed the crime.
He has to do the time.
have you ever
Exactly.
He had a good lawyer who also sang a lot of rhythmical tunes and got him off.
If the glove don't fit,
Yeah.
you must have quit.
Yeah.
I heard a really messed up OJ theory that kind of made a little bit of sense.
Let's hear it.
It was Frank Drebin. No.
What?
It was what I heard was she owed so much money to the organized crime,
Who's she?
Nicole Brown, and so OJ that day.
Oh, okay. We're talking about OJ. You didn't give us I didn't know where you were going with this.
Sorry. So OJ apparently the reason he couldn't talk about it was the enforcer for the mafia killed them both. Because they went to collect the money, got into an argument. He didn't like that the guy was driving around in his car, and the enforcer guy was the guy that did everything.
I have
What was
heard.
in that famous garment bag?
Yeah.
I don't know,
If it was the enforcer.
but when I heard it, from the way it was explained to me from an inside, it made sense.
I
I'm
have
not
heard-
telling you all of it, but it made a bit of sense. No
That
wonder
could be.
OJ.
I have
can't
heard
talk
that
about
theory
it.
before. I've heard people talk about how there was, I think she owed money. I heard it wasn't OJ that
She
did it,
owed
was the
money
mom.
all over town.
And then this guy, when he was escaping, it wasn't to escape murder charges. He was escaping because he's like, yo, they're going to cut
He's
my head
gonna
off.
Kill him.
Yeah. So he fucked off.
Yeah, but he could have cleared
Oh,
the bill.
shit.
No, he was famous enough at the time.
Yeah, he could. But when they started
I mean,
killing
these are people that would spend like $100,000 a week on blow. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah, but OJ,
we're
the
talking
money he spent with
$500,000.
the lawyers.
Guys like that don't, you don't have access to the cash. You have access to this is my real estate.
Yeah.
And that made a bit of sense.
I don't think so. I feel like he did it, especially since he wrote that book. I did it.
No,
If I did it, but the if was this big.
Yeah. Like,
remember that.
Yeah. So I'm convinced that OJ Simpson definitely cut some heads off. And
Hello,
he
Twitter
did.
world.
I think he did it.
yeah, I think he did.
I wasn't there.
But he did it at the perfect time. Rodney King saved his ass.
He hired a good lawyer too.
Somebody has that white Bronco. What year were you born?
Him? 90, I think.
1850.
Okay, so you invented the
That's not
ice.
that funny. Why are you laughing?
Because
you just said a random date and then you
If
started
you would
giggling.
have said 1855, you would have come full circle from that thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Or 1885, sorry.
Go on.
Somebody has that Bronco.
Well, it used to be a car that people had.
No, but I mean, somebody took it that day and still hasn't put it on auction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I could go for like a shit ton of money.
But why would you want that Bronco?
Tupac's.
Have you ever seen the fucking Mayan Kampf Museum? People want everything.
Yeah, but those are because I was gonna say because those are people that like there's a lot of like history buffs. They call themselves history buffs, but I think they're just Nazi enthusiasts, and they collect all kinds of Nazi shit, right? And then
Falling down.
and then when you open up the closet and you're like, holy fuck, there's all kinds of Nazi uniforms. He's like, I'm a history buff. I love history. So, but for him, you love murder. Like, what would be the point of getting the Bronco?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he was a hero.
Well, somebody bought Tupac's BMW 7 Series, the one he got shot in.
Tupac wasn't driving his own car when he got shot. That's crazy.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was in the passenger seat, and it was.
And it was his own car. It was Suge Knight that was driving.
The guy was
It was
always
his
in
car.
a bulletproof vest. That day he decides not to
Is
wear
it
bulletproof
Suge Knight or Suge Knight?
What makes you think it's Suge Knight?
It's spelled
Were you
Suge,
reading it and you
or
never heard it
it's-
pronounced?
it's
Or
spelled
Suge Knight?
Have you never heard anyone say Suge? Is that what happened? He just saw an article. He's like Suge Knight, and then he heard me say Suge Knight, and he's like, oh wait a second. Thank God I let him speak first.
Didn't Suge Knight kill him?
My whole life, I've been hearing the name Siobhan. Until I saw it spelt, I had no idea that's how you spell Siobhan.
What do you mean? How do you
do
spell
you spell
Siobhan?
I thought Siobhan was spelt like Chevron, the gas station,
Yeah, that makes sense.
CH.
right?
But it's SH.
No, it's Siobhon.
What?
I got the S right.
Sobhan. That's how you spell Siobhan.
If your parents are fucking
But if you're
illiterate.
from Michael Flatley in Ireland, I think.
Yeah, there's some weird. I've noticed lately. Dude, I was telling my girlfriend earlier about how I got in trouble when I used to be a telemarketer in high school. I got into a fight with the guy on the phone because you call them up, you have to say you have their name, you have all their
Leads.
businesses. Yeah, leads. And then when you greet them, it's like you know them, you know. So I was reading it before, like, oh, fuck, man, I can't believe this is his name, but it's his name. So what am I gonna do, you know? So it was spelled Guay. So I'm like, I'm waiting a while. I go, but it's how it's spelled. Like, what do you want me to do? So I call him, like, hey, can I speak to Gay? And the guy, he's like, it's not Gay. I go, no, I'm saying the name. Your name, Gay. Are you gay? And then he goes, no, it's pronounced. He's like this. It's pronounced Gay. And I go, yeah, well, it's spelled Gay. And I got in so much trouble here.
Oh,
But
we have
It's
have
not
to shoot
pronounced
that.
Guy.
Because I go, yeah, it's pronounced Gay. He goes, it's pronounced Gay. I go, yeah, well, it's spelled Gay. And he got really mad, and then I got in trouble.
We all did that.
I was in
Don't worry.
high school, but the thing is, I didn't
Say
rush. I didn't rush to say gay. I remember looking at it for 2 minutes. I was looking at the paper. I go, it can't be anything else. Like that's what it spells. So I'm like, just
You
don't
speak
laugh.
French. Christian Duguay.
Be normal. Yeah, be normal. Be normal. It's just being. This is what the name is. Some names are weird. You know, there's a place in California called Sonova Beach. Sonova Beach, which if you say it fast, it sounds like you're saying son of a bitch. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, son of a bitch. Like, are they fucking with me right now?
That's how
It's
every
really-
Italian
Sounds like
grandfather.
an old immigrant.
Yeah.
All the Italian
It's just-
grandfather.
yeah.
Son of a beach.
some some stuff it's just the way it's pronounced or spelled in different languages. So I was looking at it, I go, just say it normally, gay. Maybe it was Guay, right? But the guy's like Guy. I was like, fuck, bro, it's literally not Guy. It's not Guy.
Little known fact, everybody out there, Montreal at one point in the 90s was like the hub of telemarketing.
Yeah, dude, everywhere.
St. Catherine and Stanley, fifth floor.
And mine was in Park X, but I remember I had gone. They had asked me to work. This was in high school. Yeah, there was. Where was I? Not on Ogilvy. I was on Hutchison.
We knew about Boiler Room 5 years before the movie came out.
Yeah.
100%.
Because do you remember during that time they were also cracking down these telemarketing places?
You had the rebuttal page. Hi, may I speak to Isaiah Washington? Whatever.
Because I went to one downtown close to where Much Music used to be. And I did an interview, and everyone that was there was like crackheads. So even though I was in high school, I was like, I got this job, But then the next day when I went back in, they had been raided. Like they had closed down. So I didn't get that job, yeah.
I was on Queen Mary and Côte d'Ivoire. A lot of the ones that I worked with were a lot of the Moroccan guys that, the boardwalk in Wildwood?
Yeah.
95% of that boardwalk in the 80s and 90s selling T-shirts were from this very street. Moroccans. And they got into telemarketing.
Well,
Moroccan Jews.
I remember when I was 18. This was like
very smart.
This was like before I found my job at Telus.
Yeah.
I used to do ACN. You remember?
Yeah, that was a scam.
Yeah, obviously.
That's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
It's different.
pyramid
Yeah.
ACL.
No, ACN. It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, with the telephones there.
Yeah, the
Bring,
home
bring.
landline.
Yeah, with the screen and everything. Trump was endorsing it at some point.
Yeah.
When I realized that was a scam, I was like, oh, this is a fucking scam. Then I was looking for a regular job. And the Italian guy I was doing ACN with referred me to this place. It was across Adonis. You know where Adonis is?
Yeah.
The original one?
Or Canadian
Right
Tire.
across. What?
Where Canadian Tire was.
No.
Where
It was like a little rundown shopping
No, you're
mall.
right. That's exactly what you
Where the
just said is
high
correct.
rises.
Yeah, he forgot.
I didn't know
Bingo.
there was a Canadian
Yeah.
Tire.
bingo.
Yeah.
Shit bingo.
Dude, I've only been in there twice in high school with my buddy Dano, and both times it was like this disgusting, like it was the mall that time forgot.
Yeah, basically.
But even to
I had
today,
car sex with the movie star in that parking lot.
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Rick Moranis.
Oh, but Viron says in the chat, ACN was Bosnian internet. Basically, dude, they had invited me and Viron. They had one of our friends' brothers-in-laws invited us. Said I have a big
Milton's
opportunity. Back in the day, Milton's
I was
brother-in-law.
there. In the basement.
In the bay, were you there?
Yeah.
So he invites. He says, "I have a big." And on the way there, I go, "This is probably going to be a pyramid scheme. I'm not going to fucking do it." And they're like, "No, you're being an asshole. There's no way they're inviting us for a pyramid scheme." So we go there. The guy starts like, "Let me present you ACN." Like, I fucking told you, it's a pyramid scheme. I was like, "I'm not fucking doing this shit." And then I think Milton started doing it, and he started selling people that he knows. That's the bad thing, that he knows. That
I
fucking
think my
basement.
grandparents still have it.
He starts selling this internet like, oh, it's the same. It's not the same. It's this Bosnian garbage shit. So you basically fuck over all your friends,
Sony
sell
Gots.
them shitty. Yeah,
Sony Gots.
yeah. Instead of Sony, it's Sony Gots. So you basically fuck over all your friends to try to make a buck, and then everyone hates you, so you can make an extra fucking $80 a month. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I had
fell for
one
that
sale and I left because my moral, I couldn't take it.
Well, the moment I realized it was a scam, one of the top guys that was apparently making like 60 grand a month, I was like, fuck, this guy's living in big. He had like a big house and everything. He had like at the time he had the brand new BMW X6 and shit. It was crazy,
shit.
right? And then rumors started circulating that he owed the mob money.
And nobody had the right name. They all had nicknames. Your bosses.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
Jimmy Two Shoes.
so this was like 6 months.
But isn't
in.
everyone that's named Jimmy Two Shoes?
No,
Because who's walking around with one shoe? That's who you should give a nickname to, right?
No, but so then I thought it was all legit, and then I heard that I was like, excuse me, what? I was like, how does he owe money to the mob? If I put two and two together, and I was like, oh, I see. So that's when I realized, and I was like, yeah, I'm dipping. This is fucked.
Oh,
Maybe he
that's
just didn't pay his bill.
What about that?
His phone line, landline bill.
That'd be funny.
You owe we don't get anymore. You owe the IRS money, Canada Revenue.
No, I get Rogers, but in Chinese.
I get the Chinese ones too.
Yeah, the Chinese
But
ones.
them
I
on
get
my
the Indians.
on
The
my
Indians.
New York number.
The Indians keep calling me, speaking to me in English.
Yeah.
But they're clearly Indian, telling me that the government's gonna shut down my social insurance number, and it's the fakest thing. It's like, oh, this is Steve calling. I just want to tell you we're gonna. I'm like, yeah, okay, your name's Steve.
The
Yeah,
trick
okay.
is just to speak French to them.
Oh no, me! I told him last time I was with him. I hung up because the guy's like, if you don't get back to us right away, we're gonna. What do you say? We're gonna cancel your social insurance number. And I was like, that's a shame. And he was like, what? So what you're telling me is, if I stay on the phone with you and give you money, I'm no longer gonna have to pay taxes. I'm gonna go under the radar. I don't exist anymore. They're gonna cancel me. Are you fucking crazy? Everybody would sign up for that.
How much to get rid of fingerprints?
Yeah. So stupid.
It's like shooting on net. Shoot 10 times when you're going to score. On one call, you're going to catch that 78-year-old.
Yeah.
that's
I feel bad, man. They take advantage of these old people.
No,
bro.
you know who they catch? They catch those 16-year-olds that just got a job, and they don't know any better.
Really?
Yeah, and oh my god, my social insurance number gonna get canceled. My parents are gonna be pissed. No.
Are those the same people that hang around from Visa outside CJEPs and ruin everybody's credit the second they turn 18?
Dude,
Oh my god.
Guido, fuck, thanks for reminding me of that. Do you remember those fucking people? They used to, I remember in my high school once, there was and I remember a kid got a credit card from them and he was with me in history to buy a bike. And it took him forever to pay that bike off, bro. The bike was like an $800 bike.
And we learned how to make a clock out of wood, but never once in home economics did they ever discuss Visa.
Yeah, they never taught us the important stuff. We had to learn on our own interest, but also the way the criminally applied interest, like it is with credit cards. No, they never taught us the important stuff. No, I remember in high school they taught us don't fuck in a pool. They said we had a gay nurse that came and told us if you fuck in a pool, you're gonna get stuck. And I think literally the guy told us an urban legend.
Yeah, because I fucked in a pool all kinds of times.
Yeah. So
I've never gotten stuck.
Too much friction. But
he said it like it was a matter of fact because he was saying, you would be surprised in the emergency room how many people come stuck together. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Maybe if you fuck someone's asshole.
This was in Sec 4. I remember I was there with Vican and stuff. And
Depends whose asshole.
this was
Depends whose asshole.
2004, 2003.
Okay, because I was in secondary 3 and secondary 4
Yeah.
when Freddie Mercury died. So everybody had AIDS. That was my high school. High school.
Wait, everybody in your high school had AIDS?
Everybody had AIDS. AIDS was everywhere.
What school did you go to, bro?
It was the 90s.
Magic Johnson High.
Everything on TV in the 90s, and the word on the street was careful AIDS. AIDS.
For the record, in the universe that I live in, I still am scared of AIDS all the time, and people think I'm insane.
My point is,
bro, I had to take a shit at the Toronto airport.
You fucked in a pool when I was in high school.
And I thought I was going to get AIDS because it was so
Hot
disgusting. I put paper everywhere, and I'm like, this is how I get AIDS. It's from taking shits. That's how stupid I am.
The great Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew Pinsky in the late 90s used to host the original Love Line. And I'll never forget this phone call when somebody asked about that. And Adam Carolla, not Dr. Drew, made a good point. I've never heard of anybody ever getting sick because they didn't put toilet paper on their seat. Do you know
I
how
think
thick?
it's more
It's
hygienic
psychological.
Are you? I know it's psychological, but I can't
I
shake
can't do
it.
it either. I can't, dude. In high school, I went to the teacher's bathroom.
I'm gonna up the ante on this, and the way I take shits in public is first I gotta
With AIDS riddled needles.
no.
And he talks about them in detail.
I gotta. You're gonna flip.
I witnessed two of them. I got one more now. Jamais 203.
I want to hear.
What are you
this.
talking about?
I want to.
shits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what I do is I cup water right from the sink and I throw it on the toilet bowl. Then I grab soap, and then I throw soap water, and then I clean the whole toilet
This is a
bowl,
process.
and then I sit down.
While the janitor sits there, and he's like, "Thank you, sir."
You should take the Coca-Cola cup that's under the sink for no reason, but that's because the Muslim worker uses it.
I would have had an
What?
accident during that time.
You know the how many times my dad had to install the sink spray thing
Yeah.
next to a toilet because of no wiping of ass in certain
What?
ethnicities.
There's certain ethnicities that don't wipe their ass.
What?
This is a fun form of
Did you
racism.
not-
I haven't heard
Did
this.
you not know this?
new?
Is this?
No.
I knew this.
I didn't know this.
I've been in one of those places.
Why do you go? You go to Reno Depot. It's called a bidet, but it's not.
Oh, bidet, okay.
No, but it's not bidet like your grandmother's house, the one that looks like a toilet that shoots. No, it's literally the sprayer.
Okay, but I don't
the
understand.
sink?
What culture you're not allowed to wipe your ass, or they just don't like it?
Certain.
It's like they
certain
clean
Islam,
their ass like that.
Certain Islam.
It's an Islamic thing.
Especially like in New Jersey and stuff. If you go to the gas station or whatever, usually there's a Coca-Cola, big gulp under the sink. Don't throw it away because that's
They splash it into their ass.
his
Yeah.
bidet. So next time, instead of cupping your hands, grab that. It's doing the same thing when you're not in the toilet.
No, or what I used to do at the airport, I had a trick. So they had like to rate the cleanliness of the bathroom.
Yeah.
It was a smiley face, a neutral face, and a sad face. Whenever I wanted to take a shit, I could like foresee it about 30 minutes in advance. I'd go press the
Foresee
sad
it.
button. They'd come about 15 minutes later, clean everything up. Bro, walk in there, clack, kick the door open, sit, bro.
I don't know what airport it is. It's either O'Hare or like Minnesota or something.
Chicago.
But it's the toilet seat has a cellophane, a plastic wrap that as soon as you flush, it goes. And
Right, but that's not. But now we're touching on two different things, and I'm curious because I obviously you want to be clean. That's why I'm always scared that I'm gonna catch something. But I didn't know that there was a huge demographic of people that refuse to wipe their ass. So you're telling me there's people right now. Hold on, you're telling me there's adults walking around in North America in different malls, airports that have fresh shit between their butt cheeks, and they're just sitting in chairs walking around. This is happening in real life. This is where we live now. This is 2020. What kind of reality is this? Trump? Is Trump behind this? What is happening?
I found this out.
Are we gonna
in
blame
my-
Trump for this one too?
I found this out in my late 20s, by the way, what you're talking about. So, yeah, I was kind of
Disgusting.
surprised. But it's because my dad was a plumber, and he told me that
He went to someone's house to fix a toilet, and the guy's like, "Why?"
no, install a toilet, and the guy's like, "Can you put me put a shower there?" Where where
That's fine though, as long as they're washing their ass. What I'm saying is,
You
you're
have to
telling
close
me.
the water. There's
So-
a robinet under the toilet.
So if one of these guys goes
There.
to a gas station that doesn't have a Coke bottle or a bidet, he's just not wiping his ass. So this guy thinks it's cleaner for him to walk around with shit ass. Like I don't understand.
That's nasty.
I've also had, as you know, I was a bathroom attendant, right? At
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
China
yeah,
Club.
yeah.
You know, what is love?
You ever go? Just for people that don't know, bathroom
jaws
attendants.
Deuce Bigelow's dad.
Bathroom attendants
Kramer's
are
mom.
the least respected, most, I guess, underappreciated, and somehow still the most annoying people in nightlife. Because you're trying to take a piss or shit, and you have a guy in the bathroom there waiting, holding a towel, and you always want them, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing, bro?
Right.
Get out of here.
Now-
Well, it's funny because I have two modes with these guys. When I'm sober, I get annoyed, but when I'm drunk,
You're blowing them.
and they're
Yeah, but I
and
always buy
they're-
the peanuts.
and they're and they're putting
always
and
buy
they're throwing those brown paper towels over your shoulder, like you know how they place them over your shoulder. You go, oh, thank you, sir. I go all the time like that.
Yeah, I'm always like, get the fuck away from me, bro. Don't touch me. I don't know you. You're here in the bathroom. Don't fucking touch me.
In New York City, it's either the coat check business or that. But you work for an agency and they place you. So sometimes they're idiots and they'll put you in a like, bro, what the fuck am I doing in this casual small type fucking
Yeah,
thing.
Veron's like, they try to peddle mints when you're taking a shit.
But-
It's like, do you need a mint to what? Put it up my ass? Like, let me finish.
Correct. And so you develop some skills, a particular set of skills. You want to work at Tavern on the Green. You want to work at some nice places. But my point was, as bathroom guy, we were saying something.
Yeah, you were
washing
saying you
hands.
did that once.
I've seen this because you got to see when they're finished with the urinal, so you could get your thing ready to. I've seen certain people. You know when you flush the urinal,
Yeah.
there's a waterfall. I've seen guys take their hand and wash the tip of their dick with that water.
With toilet water? This is
What is
exciting.
wrong? What is wrong with people?
I've
For the
also-
record,
from the
I've
urinal.
never heard of this strategy till right now.
I've also seen two very, very, very drunk bodyguards of a very, very drunk Shane McMahon assault a 21-year-old kid right in front of me.
I have no problem with
And
any of this.
because
I hope it was by way of elbow drop.
because I loved wrestling.
Yeah.
I could have told that kid, bro, call me, we're gonna be rich. And that kid did nothing. All he did was say, hey, excuse me. He didn't even know it was Shane. So excuse me, you have like a little blood on your shirt. Because Shane and his friends were horsing around, beating the shit out of each other because they're McMahons.
Bro, they're macho.
Yeah, I've seen that. I could tell you.
Wait, hold on a second. So a kid told him, hello, sir, you have blood on you?
And he's like,
then,
so? Yeah, big deal. And his drunk bodyguard suddenly jumps 3 feet into the bathroom, and this maybe 140-pound Indian kid gets turnbuckled.
was anyone suplexed?
Close to it. Oh man, I've seen. It's
Amazing.
Vandy definitely was the one that got suplexed.
Yeah, bro. Poor guy.
I've heard. You know what the international sign for "I just did coke in the stall, but don't want the bathroom guy to know" move is? Flush. And then when you come out, you go like, look at me, and you go. That means you just did blow. Meanwhile, you sound like a Hoover vacuum.
Flush while you're snorting coke?
No, flush just to.
But let me ask you a question. If you're going to go in the bathroom and snort coke, why would you go inside the toilet? Just go in front of the guy that's doing. What's that guy going to do?
I shut my mouth. You know how many people said gracias, amigo, because they assumed I was
A Mexican?
Puerto Rican.
Why Puerto Rican?
Black guys, New York. Black guys wash their hands more than white guys.
What?
Black guys wash their hands more than white guys.
I appreciate that.
That's a fact. I've
It's
seen
also
it.
easier to tell if the black guy did cocaine in the stall than the white guy
Yeah, it's a lot more. It's easy.
from the VCR. The visible,
Actually,
the visible Coke residue.
Coke,
From the VCR,
Coke seem
the
more
guys that
white.
walk in there with a cassette player are the most suspicious.
what I get? Judd Hirsch from Taxi doesn't wash his hands.
I don't know who that is. I have to see his face.
The guy on Taxi,
He doesn't wash his hands?
he doesn't wash his hands. Gilbert Gottfried washes hands.
Or you don't got to tell us about all the people whose dicks you were looking at while they were taking a piss.
Speaking of dicks looking at, this was one of the greatest moments of my life, and it happened.
What?
I'm at the Christmas party for Children's Television Workshop,
You saw a kid's dick.
and I'm at the Christmas party, and I'm talking to a lot of stage hands. It's the Christmas party from Sesame Street, and at this point, this is not a lot of iPhones, and the guy tells me, he goes, "You see that Colonel Sanders motherfucker over there? That's Big Bird." And I said, "Get the fuck out of here!" And the old man gets off the urinal, goes to wash his hands. "Hey, how's it going?" And it's actually Big Bird's voice. I'm shocked.
You saw Big Bird's dick?
I saw Big Bird's dick. I spoke to that guy, Carol, and let me tell you, if that voice is so burnt into your head, when you hear it in front of you, you get emotional. So I hugged him at the urinal.
No.
No, I
Hold on a
didn't.
second.
But I met Elmo before he was.
Didn't Elmo bang the dudes?
Yeah, the first Elmo I met.
What the fuck is going
Was
on?
the name Big Bird compensating for something?
No, it's 'cause he's a
it's-
big bird. He's a giant yellow bird.
Oh, Big Bird. Man.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
know
know.
Sesame Street?
Yes, but I'm saying, was the name...
I didn't look. I gave him the respect. I
Oh.
didn't look at his fucking Larry King cock.
Because he was an old man, too.
Yeah.
He's just looking at old bird dick.
Yeah, his foreskin was probably awful.
What you were saying, because on the top...
I want to viral-
So you hugged him? Or no, you were just
I was just
happy
really
to be
like,
there?
wow, that's so cool to meet him. It's
I don't know, it's
weird.
just weird to meet someone that you idolize. Now, why you idolize a big puppet, that's a different story. But it's weird to meet one of your idols at the urinals.
Bro, Robin Williams, like this, smashed.
At the urinals?
Yeah. And I'm
So
like,
what are you, the bathroom guy? That's where you meet all your idols?
that was good. I walk in at 10 p.m. with no money, walk out with $500 US when it was it was 50 cents to the dollar.
You were blowing dudes in the bathroom? What are you talking about?
I wasn't. They were just putting a buck.
Oh, you're talking about
what
when
do
you
you
were an
have to give?
attendant. Okay, because the way you made it sound, you're like, I walk in at 10
No,
p.m. inside
yeah.
the bathroom, I come out with $500. Like, what did you do, bro?
Did you have to give anything to the establishment or no?
Well, no, the agency that places me, I give them $50. First $50 is his. He gives me the bag, and the rest is mine.
And you could bring your own things or no?
No, but people would. But I was moral. Like people would bring cigarettes, condoms, all that shit.
Yeah.
Wait, well, how is that not moral to give them cigarettes or condoms?
Because Bob is my friend. So
Who's Bob?
Bob is the owner of what was Big Apple Valet. at
Okay,
the
but
time.
what's the problem with you selling more stuff?
Like bring
Bob
your own.
makes more money.
The rules was don't do it, and I listened to him because he was my friend.
Oh, there was rules, huh?
His rules. It's his company.
Okay.
But people.
But if
would-
you had an 8-ball in your pocket, you would...
I'm sure you can make a lot of money,
Yeah, for sure.
but I wouldn't have risked it.
Poseidon, you want to be a bathroom attendant?
And
well,
no.
now there's no point.
Well, you know how, yeah, and most of these guys in Montreal, they're like in strip clubs and shit, right? These bathroom guys, right?
Not even anymore.
No, no,
in New York, you got these.
They have bathroom attendants here in strip clubs. That'd be the worst place to put a bathroom attendant.
Yeah, I go to Solid Gold. This is the worst. But I've been to classiest tip I ever got. Usually it's like, hey, amigo, $5. Remember me.
The classiest tip you ever got was
No,
this.
no.
You should quit.
Yeah. Classiest tip I ever got was at the end, I'm looking through my bowl and I'm like, fucking crumpled up $80. No idea who gave it to me. Best tip I ever got. Not because of the $80, but because they didn't
crumpled
care
it.
if I knew who it was.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
wanted to give it to me.
I don't think they even knew
That was
they
the-
gave you $80.
That was the best. It could have been, I'd like to think of a fantasy, but it could have been just a drunk person thinking it was $1.
Yeah.
But
Well, because it was $4 at least. Like it was.
it was in the Queensboro Bridge at a restaurant called Gustavino's, where basically the ceiling was under the bridge of the Queensboro Bridge, 59th Street Bridge. It was a beautiful restaurant, still there. Oprah used to go there. Fucking.
You know where else Oprah went? Epstein's Island.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Did she?
Yeah, she was one of the people that went there. There's a lot of questions still unanswered, right? That we're kind of avoiding.
Eminem
Answer.
was there.
I watched that.
Eminem.
the other
Eminem
day.
was there too. Like
Dwayne
yeah.
Johnson.
Watch 60 Minutes Australia, and you're gonna see that what's her name is gonna play her in the movie.
Oh, dude! But by the way, if it happens,
she looks exactly like her.
if it happens that we find out all of like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, all these people were there banging
But you
kids,
gotta-
fuck, bro, everything's gonna turn upside down. Because then they're gonna be like, fuck, we can't trust anyone.
Yeah.
We gotta
Well, there's a
also
picture.
think. Yeah, go.
Sorry, go ahead. You
We
start.
gotta also think how many of those people on those flight logs went to the end, but didn't go for actually.
That's the thing. How do
because,
you
like,
how do
his
you know?
mother-
I was
Epstein's
thinking of the
mom
same
was
thing.
there.
Yeah.
His sister. You know, like
Yeah.
you really think these people were participating? In all
No,
this
no.
craziness?
Obviously, your mom and your sister
That-
maybe not.
That's
But
why he's dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Justine Maxwell said that she has tapes now of people doing crazy shit.
Well, there was a
Ghislaine.
picture of what's his name, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
I
A
like
picture
Oh, he
him.
did
that-
it for
that-
sure.
That came out, and he was kissing a little girl's foot or
But
a little boy's foot.
he's a fucked up guy.
Yeah, and he has a foot fetish. Him.
I think he would tell
I have a foot fetish.
people that
No,
he
no. Tarantino has a foot fetish.
did hardcore as he wrote.
never noticed in
Salma
it-
Hayek fucking. Well, conveniently, Salma Hayek puts her toe in my mouth in this movie.
No, but in every movie, every time there's a feet scene. Even in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, great movie. There's that whole part where Margot Robbie's at the theaters. Her dirty feet are up, so you could see them from this side,
The
from that side.
16-year-old in the dash of
Yeah,
the car.
yeah. The 16-year-old in the dash of the car. She puts her feet up. He has a feet. He loves feet. Yeah, it's not wrong. I'm not saying it, but I'm
Everybody
saying
has their
that's
thing.
why you saw him doing that. That's a Tarantino thing. The feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you
Psychohazards
saying?
here.
The most I've gotten into feet is you know that position.
4 inches into my asshole.
No. You know the position when you're fucking the chick and you're holding her leg.
Yeah, and your ankle here.
No. And it's
Oh,
like
okay.
her legs are
Yeah.
here. One of her legs is here, like this, and you're just fucking. You're fucking.
You're
You're
like
not-
Well,
forced to
you
make
just
out with them.
you just gave our Discord crew a nice little gif.
Well, that's the same gift that he gave her. He had to bring nylon socks, pantyhose to
Yeah.
You know, if they got
Dr. Phil says never noticed the feet thing until now, until we brought it up.
what feet thing?
That Tarantino was obsessed with feet. Yeah, you don't. A lot of this shit you don't like. I'm not saying I knew it. A lot of this stuff I find out and like really, and then I go look back and like motherfucker.
They have
So
those
much
on
shit goes over our head like in movies.
YouTube of things that are repetitive. Harrison Ford, Tom Hanks in every movie takes a piss.
I didn't know that.
Every fucking movie, Tom
Really?
Hanks, there's a scene where he's taking a piss for some reason. Brad Pitt always eating something because I don't know, his jaw. And Harrison Ford
To cover the
always
cocaine.
points. Harrison Ford always. Every
Harrison
fucking
Ford
movie.
does point.
Yeah, everybody has their thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think who is it with the cigarettes all the time, tapping on the cigarettes? I like the cigarette tap. I like the
Dave
tap,
Chappelle
tap, tap.
fucking smokes everywhere.
Dave
Yeah,
Chappelle's
he's having
voice
fun.
literally
Well,
changed
yeah.
over the years because of cigarettes.
But he literally always smokes everywhere. He was smoking
Yeah.
at the,
Dave
the,
Chappelle?
at the Oscars.
No, at the Kennedy Center honors, he said, "Yeah, I know you say I'm smoking on stage, but I'll tell you what that's called. Leverage." Fucking got a standing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was pissed off to find out De Niro is a prick. You
Yeah,
know who
De
told me
Niro's a
that?
prick. Yeah.
You heard the voicemail that he left to that girl, his assistant or something?
No, every time I hear
No,
his
what-
voice on the
wait.
phone, it was because the driver, he was in court, divorced wife, and the driver was, "You're lost, I'm here out." Anyway, but
I want to hear this
Steve,
though.
Steve Sharippa, who I is a nice guy, told me, it breaks your heart, man. De Niro's a prick.
Yeah, everyone says he's a prick, but I want to hear that. I
Yeah,
didn't hear this
go ahead.
voicemail. What?
There was one of his assistants that she came out. She had a voicemail of him that they were in Miami or something. I don't know what it was. And anyways, long story short, she didn't book something or she didn't do something that he asked, and he was calling her and she wasn't answering, and he like essentially fired her on the.
Now it wasn't Jimmy
fired her.
Conway though. It was a whiny fucking.
Yeah, he fired her and he was
he
like,
sounded
"You're fucking,
whiny.
Where are
You're never
you?
gonna get a
You didn't
job."
book it. I'm so there.
Yeah.
You're fired.
I don't
You're
like to
fired.
hear him like that.
I don't like that energy.
I'd rather Mel Gibson blow me.
Dude, the Mel Gibson tapes
Is the best.
Look, we don't
Sadly, the
we
best.
don't thank Mel Gibson enough for that gift because those were stuff that you couldn't even write. They were hilarious.
I think O&A
Really?
did a
Yeah.
year on those.
Yeah, because I love the complaint in there when at one point he's like, "You don't even what do you say? You don't even blow me anymore."
Yeah. In the hot tub. It was go.
You don't even blow me anymore. So he's like, "Yeah, these are the things you should be complaining about on a voicemail." But it wasn't voicemail him. She was recording him, and then he couldn't tell that he was being recorded, even though she was being obvious.
Well,
she was
how
like,
stu- yeah, how
"No,
stupid are people?"
Why you say this? Tell me more incriminating stuff."
It's clear. She did the voicemail equivalent of in the 80s when they're wearing a wire. They go, "So where are you?"
Yeah, she did all of that. Yeah, she did all.
And such a good director like that could not tell.
You know why? Moments of passion.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
the Christ Part 2, by the way, which it's called Resurrection.
Is he making a sequel?
Yeah, it takes place after Jesus.
Return of the
Well,
Christ.
like, you know, when I like the picture when Jesus resurrected to heaven, like he takes off like Superman, one arm first.
That's how you like the picture? Okay, that's not weird.
After he takes off, the movie starts there.
That would be
The beginning of the church.
back from Krypton.
Who's the emperor that had Jesus crucified?
He didn't have him crucified.
The emperor never had him.
He washed his hands. That's why people go, "Me, I wash my hands, bro."
No,
Pontius
Pontius Pilate. It was not an emperor.
And King
he washed
Herod,
his hands.
King Herod the second,
Pontius Pilate was the ruler of the Romans. He was the representative of that area.
and the representative of the Yahuds
You
was
did-
Master Nicodemus.
Speaking of that area, did you see big stuff happen this week over there with the United Arab Emirates?
Oh, yeah,
They made
true.
so I didn't know about this, but apparently Israel and like let's say all the Arab countries around there, like the powerful ones, they were not being like they hated them. So Israelis couldn't even travel there because when they look at their passport, like the UAE, they'd be like, "This isn't a real passport. This is Israel. It's not a real place. Get the fuck out of here." So they weren't allowed to go back and forth. And now they made like this huge thing where they're gonna do business. They're gonna travel back and forth. Israel and Tel Aviv put like this huge lit up UAE flag, and they're saying now it's gonna. Basically, it's good for people, the economy, business. People, Muslims are going to be able to go pray at their places in Israel. Jews are going to be able to go hang out in Dubai.
Tariffs, North American Free Trade Agreement.
Basically, yeah, but it's unheard of just because of the political stuff.
I applaud them both.
Yeah, me too. I was like, fuck, that's pretty impressive. So then they did that. Then the president of Lebanon came out and said, you know what? We're ready for fucking peace talks too. Let's, I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Like, that's a region that you never thought. And then you have the Turkish guy, the Sultan Erdogan. He comes out, you know what he said? He was talking shit about the UAE. He goes, that we should boycott them. We should be against the UAE. This is bullshit. And Iran said, we're willing to, I guess, attack the UAE or something for doing this. Like those two countries. It was Iran and Turkey that went against it. And everyone else around is like, you guys might want to shut up because...
That's small town.
Yeah, that's small town mentality.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Let me break them up, so I'm going to whisper in his ear.
But Turkey has no choice. Their economy is fucking... These guys destroy their economy. So now they're posturing. Like even with Greece, they're trying to take over small islands and they're trying to take over maritime space. But Greece is not backing down. Europe asked Greece to back down. And Greece said, fuck no, we're not backing down. We're not going to let them take over our country now.
I like
But
this.
Greece
I
also
like
has
this
Russia behind
this
them,
move
man.
there, this
We'll see.
trade move that they're doing.
Because you know what's going to happen. You know why they're doing this, right? They're trying to shift away from China. Industry-wise, the Americans, the Europeans are trying to shift away from China. And you know who lifted his hand to say that he'll take over?
Pope Francis.
The Turks.
Oh.
Erdogan.
Oh.
But,
Yeah, but he's just stirring up shit.
But what he promised
He's a big man, like
is
us.
bad for his people because he's basically promising, no, it's going to cost around the same as what Indonesia, China, all that stuff. But that means that Turkey, people who wanted to be in Europe, they wanted to be a developed nation, you're going to turn them into fucking basically another third world slave labor stuff where we're going to get all our shit manufactured there and they're going to make no wages. That's fucking dirty. These people have been fighting like crazy for years to try to be European, like to be in the modern world.
Integrate.
Yeah, you know, education, all that stuff. And you're going to put them back so that you can make money. You're going to give them fucking $3 an hour to make iPhones. Get the fuck, that's dirty.
That's
Yeah.
You know how many people are undocumented over there? All of them.
In Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey.
And in Italy, first of all, Europe took the beating of their lives, and everybody just said, "Hold on a second, we're fucked."
Yeah.
And this is what at least some good comes of it.
Yeah, it's fucking...
How many people during COVID were like, "Thank God, I don't have to see half my cousins." How many friends I have to pretend to like?
How many of those deaths in Italy were reported that it was falsely, that they did false reports that it was COVID? A lot of it was the older generation that were dying.
thermite paint.
There was like people that were like 100 years old that had like every disease, they had like arthritis, they had the high cholesterol, they had like a cancer.
If they died in a car accident, they'll say it was COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But in Italy, they said that it was reported the most
Fraudulent.
doesn't surprise me. But I could tell you that
Someone we know in the
people-
States was
I know
offered money.
I know people who died.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you who, like after someone was offered money, their kid died and they were offered money to say that it was to sign the paper that it was COVID, but it wasn't. And like, what the fuck? What's the point? They're like, no, we'll offer you that's it. You just have to sign this, say that. And they said no because they found it suspicious.
It's like the end of Send of a Woman.
So that is because that's you know what though? They shouldn't do shit like that because you know what it does? That gives birth to conspiracy theories.
Right.
Because then the second these stories come out, people are like, wait a second.
You're gonna talk to the master.
Yeah, exactly. No, but then like, wait a second. If that's happening, why? Why would there shouldn't be anything shady? There's a virus. It's dangerous. Why would you need to fake stuff?
No.
But if anybody could back it up, I'll listen. But anybody that just says that shit and doesn't back it up, I hate.
Well, the thing I'm talking about, it's
But
backed up. Yeah,
David
it's
Icke will back it up, and you'll be like, "Well, it's interesting."
yeah,
It's
but I
your-
don't care. About, like super deep. Like I don't want to hear someone tell me.
lizards. Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I want to hear. What I'm curious about is why. Remember when they were giving hospitals more money if it was a COVID case? I don't know if they're still doing that. Why though? Why would that make the difference? Give hospitals the money they need to work.
Always.
Why would you pay them more
Now.
Because
Yeah.
there's a political narrative.
Dude, Milton was telling me where he works in, and when he works in one of the worst states, where is it, Seattle or whatever, that there was a guy that the
Wait,
doctors...
they had their own cops. They invented their own fucking
no,
government.
but they tested a guy. He goes, dude, it is so fucked up because we make money per COVID case. There's a guy that is like, they were trying to get him to get it. They were putting him around all the people that had COVID. They tested him 12 times and he just couldn't get it. And they kept testing him all the time, like, this guy's gonna get it, and he wouldn't get it. Yeah, this was 2 months ago where Milton called me and goes, you know how fucked up it is what they're doing?
There was even an article that they were offering people money to contract it, I think. On
Oh, that's
purpose or
different.
some
That's
shit like
that was they asked people because they wanted to test
Algorithm
vaccines and
Pharma.
all that shit. Yeah, that's what Algorithm Pharma. Well, they changed their name, by the way.
Yeah, because I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, there's something else.
On Beaumont.
They're in the same place, but they changed their name.
Rockland MD.
So that's a place where, for people who don't know, they would pay you to test shit on you back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be all over the radio. You would hear like, "Are you a non-smoker between the ages of
But it's really
18
hard
and
to
35?"
qualify, eh?
you
Well, you have to have all the stuff. Like you have to be whatever they need that day. Sometimes they need non-smoker.
Alzheimer's medication.
Essentially, they're picking up like the fucking healthiest people that exist.
Bro, in
Like, do you
1992,
exercise? Do you smoke? Do you eat fucking like their criteria to qualify?
It depends
is
on what
really,
they're
really
testing.
high.
Sometimes they need
Yeah.
you super healthy. Sometimes they need slobs.
they test you in
I-
1992 for a potential coronavirus vaccine in 2020. What was I saying about?
What about the Russian vaccines? They said they got vaccines. These Russians.
Yeah, I heard
Very
that.
simple. It's vodka.
No, but they said they have vaccines. Do we trust them?
It's vodka with eucalyptus.
We
sauna.
haven't-
tea
we
from the
haven't
mountains.
asked,
As soon as you get
Alex
injected.
Sazonov, I haven't spoken to him in a while, but I'd love to hear because he
Giant.
Yeah, he has Reuters and he has access to. Look, his mother told me this. His mother retired from St. Mary's as a nurse, and she
St.
loved-
Mary's
here.
is the one in Codeneige.
Yeah, like
that's the
Cote-
worst hospital in
Anyway,
the city.
She worked there and she
Yeah.
retired. I think Leonard's wife works.
That's the worst, and the second worst is the one here.
Anyway, she
Sacred
told me-
Heart.
she said exactly this to me. Guido, don't listen to the.
It's on Gwen.
She literally said these
yeah.
words to me, and it was fascinating to hear this woman say it because she believed it. She goes, Guido, don't listen to the propaganda. The communism, it was the greatest time of my life. It'd be interesting to hear Alex talk about that. She said that.
Yeah, but
meant
she said that.
She meant it.
Yeah, but there's people in Greece who still say the best time was the junta time because you never needed to lock your doors because people wouldn't rob you because people would have a curfew and all that. So yeah, if you want to look at it was good. I didn't have to lock my doors because I had no rights to go out. Nobody can rob me. Yeah, you could paint that picture, but I'd rather have freedom.
There's a lot of
by the way,
80-year-old men
that
out
is-
there saying they love Mussolini.
Yeah.
That is very small-minded people.
That's what it is.
No,
It's
the
small-minded people.
villages, bro,
They,
villages.
villages. They
Very
like the
small-
simplicity of
Yeah.
it. They like the simplicity. We don't have not single black men. Not single black men. It was different time. But these are you can't. That's not how you move forward in society. You need freedom. You know to
Both sides, right? You have to consider
Yeah.
the
Oh,
source.
you reminded me something. When my mother moved to Canada from Greece, she was with her mother for the first time,
And they're like, ma'am, you're going to have to put this animal under with all the bags.
I'm getting a deja vu right now because I just heard a story about that.
But they had never seen a black man in
God.
their life. Okay.
Okay.
And they knew what black people were. They weren't really prejudiced, but like
How did they know what black people were if they never saw one and they came from a
they
village?
had never seen one. I guess in the flesh. I guess I don't know.
But I'm curious if they never saw, they had no
When
TV,
aliens
they never,
were- with
they
TV
never.
with black and white aliens.
National
they thought
Geographic.
aliens were black.
Yeah, that's what they thought.
But
Yeah.
look, anyways, this is how the story goes. So they were waiting somewhere at the airport.
Is your skin okay, sir?
No. And there was this like 7-foot black man.
Oh
in line.
yeah.
And my grandmother goes to my mother in Greek. She goes, you better be careful, otherwise the big black man is gonna eat you. Right? Different times.
Your mom
Yeah.
said that to who?
My grandmother
Said that to your mom.
to my mom.
A nursery rhyme
Yeah.
where the words are, and I'm going to give the baby to the black man. It's an old Italian.
Okay, but
nursery rhyme.
that's your Italian
Like a
stuff. I don't
lullaby.
mind.
Lullaby.
That's your guys' racist shit. I want to hear his.
Yeah, so my grandmother was using this as like a thing because my grandmother was gonna go back to Greece, so she wanted to scare my mother to behave while she left her in Canada.
Using black people.
I guess, yeah.
I like this.
So,
And then the black guy probably spoke Greek.
well, the black guy spoke fluent Greek, and he turns around, and then you're next. He goes to my grandmother.
This is my hero. This
And
guy.
my mother started laughing. She's like, "That's what you get," in Greek. She was like, "That's what you get for trying to mess with me," and this that. It was hilarious.
That is
Your mother was. Oh, your mom was to her.
To
Yeah, to
my
her mom.
grandmother
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "That's what you get,"
That's funny.
and my grandmother was like, "Oh fuck."
And she for sure said like that's what you get in Greek, thinking that he doesn't understand like fatine.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the black guy's like, Like he understands Greek.
Yeah, he's like, I just spoke
They
it.
didn't get it yet.
Well, my dad was born in Ethiopia
What does that have to do with anything?
because there's a lot of Ethiopians that speak fluent Italian because it was Mussolini.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
Ethiopians are also Greek Orthodox.
There's
Correct.
also a lot of Germans in Argentina.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But so after
Yeah, the Argentinians were Nazi sympathizers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really liked them.
I get in the New York taxi with my cousin from Italy, and he's like the driver. You know, he's saying Bin Laden stuff.
He's saying Bin Laden stuff. What does that mean?
Because the guy had a towel on his head. It was after 9/11.
Oh, he was making fun of
He
him?
was saying in Italian. And then after the guy stops the car, he's like, "Sì, io ho vissuto in Italia per tanti anni. Ciao, grazie."
Oh, that's funny.
He got nailed.
Speaking of Osama bin Laden, did you see his son? Was that? Is that
I'm the
really-
one who shared it,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that really his son?
Yeah, his son looks like I put on Twitter. Osama bin Laden's son looks like he's in a punk rock or metal band in like 1998. Leather pants, leather jacket, big curly hair. Like it doesn't look like and that's because I wrote the thing. I wrote, "No, Dad, I don't want to bomb anyone. I want to blow people away with my rock."
The father's rolling over in his grave.
Austin Powers and his son there.
But you know what?
Dr.
But it's amazing because they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree and all that. Well, this guy is really far.
Yeah.
Well, they're like
I was
14
about
brothers
to
and
say that,
sisters,
yeah.
huh?
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
14 kids. You know who would be perfectly cast as Bin Laden, in my opinion? The guy who played Escobar in Blow, Cliff Curtis.
Yeah.
He'd be a good Bin Laden.
I haven't watched Blow in a long time. That was a fucking good movie.
You know who's
was,
great
it
in
was.
that movie? That actor named Jordi something. He's from Spain. His friend.
When he
His
re-
friend that fucked him over. Yeah.
I know that guy. He came into the cafe in New York once.
Oh, really?
I really have to go to the washroom, gentlemen.
Go ahead, man. Have fun.
at the end when he reads the letter, I always cry.
Yeah, the daughter.
to his daughter?
Apparently that wasn't true, according to I'mWatchMojo.com.
Oh
and
yeah,
here at
I
10
don't.
things.
Most of those movies, unless I know, like it's a historical thing. When it's those kind of stories, I know they take a lot of liberties just to make it more entertaining. So I don't worry about the complete accuracy of it.
Yeah, they're very suspect with their words. It's not based on a true story.
No,
now
no,
it's
no. I'm not
inspired
saying
by
the story
true
made
events.
me. It's not like the story
Yeah.
got to it. Just the way that.
How sad is it that the director was doing a charity celebrity basketball game and dropped dead at 42 years old of a heart attack?
Jesus.
That Ted Demme.
Someone fucking blocked him in the face.
The director, the nephew of Jonathan Demme, who directed Silence of the Lambs.
So last night I was on Vimeo. There's a new documentary that dropped yesterday about the genocide that happened to Greeks and Armenians and Assyrians in modern day Turkey, right? Asia Minor.
1910, 12?
It started in 1912 and then it kept going because they did it in phases. So I paid for it. It's $5, and then I was like, oh fuck, this was a bad idea because dude, I got so depressed. The end of it, I had to just turn it off and put something else to watch. It was so fucked up to hear the stories, and then you get angry because you hear there's these Turkish from Turkey like scholars, and they move to the States and they're like professors, all that, and they're considered enemies of the state. They can't. So they go, we have, these are historical documents. This is what they did. They'll agree. They're like, yep. And then when you go, okay, all this is genocide. Like, no, we didn't do it. Enemy of the state. We'll kill you if you come back. It's like, what are you talking about? These are like, you're just calling it something else, but you try to cleanse the thousands of people,
100%
dude.
ethnic cleansing.
And ethnic. And then this is another thing that fucking pissed me off. So after the First World War, so the Greeks at one point, like from Greece, they're like, okay, this is fucking crazy. They keep slaughtering everybody. They're going to fight back. So their military landed in Izmir now they call it, and they started pushing the Turks back. They had even taken over. They had Constantinople. They had all kinds of stuff. And then the fucking Allied powers got mad. They got mad that like, okay,
When
now
was
they're
this?
getting too big after the First World War.
This is, okay, I thought you Ottoman
And,
Empire.
and well, there's still the Ottoman Empire at that point, and they got mad, and so basically France and England came with their ships and basically blocked so that the Greeks couldn't send reinforcements, food, all that. So then the Greeks were basically naked. They got pushed back, they got fucked over, and the Turks went on an onslaught. Were murdering, like Izmir was on fire. Okay, was on fire, and they were the ships were there, the English and French ships, and they could see them. They were very close to port, and the screams were so loud of the women, the Greek women screaming and getting killed, that they had to play music like they were a band, so that they could drown it out because it was too depressing. We keep hearing them but they didn't want to step in to save them. Okay,
But they're hearing the slaughter.
They're hearing the slaughter, and one of the French captains apparently was quoted as saying, "I'm sorry, I'm late," because he had like a small rudder thing that he went from ship to ship to meet like his buddies. He goes, "I'm sorry, I'm late, but these fucking Greek women, their bodies keep getting stuck in the rudders, but I'm here now." Dude, crazy shit.
Before they documented stuff, could you imagine?
Yeah, the kind of stuff that happened. So what I'm saying is, okay, yeah, obviously the Turkish government, all that, they don't want to admit it, but they're obviously coupable. You know, they were in there and they
Who's
did it.
behind them?
But the fact that the European allied powers let that happen in front of them, to me, that's still, you have to be held accountable for that.
Let them kill each other. They're animals. Sit back and watch.
Even worse, it wasn't even let them kill each other. It's like, let's them do this, let the Greeks get pushed back. Yeah.
It's easier for us in the future.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
About
The Assyrians too, the Armenians got fucked. They were talking about villages in Pontus where what they did is, so they would basically get all the men out first. So they would either draft them to the Ottoman army in a brigade that was really a labor camp. They said you're going to war, but they send you a labor camp, trap you, like Auschwitz type of shit. And then they would go in, the women and the young girls, they would rape them. But the craziest shit was, this guy was talking about, little sisters and all that. They would rape them, and then after they're done with them, rape them, beat them, and that, they put them all in a church and then set the church on fire.
Of course.
Crazy.
Like crazy shit they were doing.
I have friends in LA whose fathers are like professors in Armenian stuff like that. What else did I have? Ottawa 3. What's the Ottawa 3?
I don't know. Is that a
There were the Armenian
movie?
guys in like the early 80s that did something. My friends.
Like murderers?
Something against this. You know, I hear it as an Italian guy, so I hear half the story. But if you want to Skype with the singer of System of a Down, I probably can get like
Serge Tankian?
6
100%. Get it done.
My friend Peter had a
I like Serge. I like System of a Down.
They had an Armenian podcast together before they were System of a Down.
If you can hook me up with Serge Tankian, do it, bro.
Cable access, Channel 9.
I like System of a Down a lot.
Yeah, he left. He couldn't take it. He fucked off to New Zealand.
But there's guys. There's like
his brother has that deal too.
But there's basketball players like let's say Enes Kanter, plays for I think the Celtics now. He can't go back to Turkey. He's considered an enemy of the state, and he didn't even want to go play when the NBA was playing in London. He didn't want to get in Europe because they were talking about assassinating him, deporting him. All that he's stuck in the States. He's fine with it, but he's being threatened by the government. You're not allowed to talk against it. And also, what's the retaliation too? Because the thing is, I don't want people to be like, oh, we're mad at what they did this and that. We got to kill them. Then it doesn't end. What are you going to do? You're going to kill Turkish people that are living in their villages. How does that help? Now you're just doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's more of an acknowledgement thing. So shit like this doesn't happen in the future.
Yeah, I think in some circles, the Armenian
because I don't like
genocide, they say didn't happen.
Because I don't,
The Armenian genocide was very big.
It was very big, yeah.
I seen pictures of the heads of the on spikes.
Well, me, dude, everything like behind him, you see the AEK Athens, that whole team, everything exists because they were pushed out of Asia Minor, right? AEK Athens, Athletic Union of Constantinople. It's because they were pushed out. 1924 was refugees.
That's Constantinople.
Yeah, it was refugees from Constantinople that were refugees in Athens and rebuilt the team.
I know that word because of the fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I wanted to mention before. You ever see that show called Dark Tourism?
It sounds familiar. I think I have.
Okay, it's a guy that looks like Louis Theroux, but it's not him. And he goes to these he went to swim in Chernobyl Lake.
Oh shit, like that. Yeah. It's not for me though. So it annoys me a lot of that.
It was interesting because he goes to this very dark museum of Holocaust shit and stuff. But yeah, there is people there that will go do that. They say I'm tired of going to, Cancun
so
all
if
the time.
we all remember correctly, when Poseidon left a half hour ago, he said he was going to take a piss, right?
He's gonna come back. I've been meaning to tell him this. A lot of times through.
Did he take the steroids?
It's Freud.
Oh, did he take the steroids?
It's Freudian. A lot of times when guys talk about the shit they took, it's some Oedipus type thing about their.
He's gonna go bang his mom. What does that mean?
It's something like that.
That's what Oedipus did. That's the whole Oedipus complex.
It's
so
something
every
to do
time
with-
somebody talks about taking a shit, they go bang their mom. I don't think that's accurate, bro.
I read it.
It was a good correlation, though.
Something like that. I read something
So
like
you read something like if you say you're gonna go take a shit, you're gonna go bang your mom.
If you talk about feces constantly,
You're gonna bang your mom.
that according to Freud, he figured out a way to get to the mom.
Well, you know what's funny about that is that I don't like fart humor. Like if faking
It's
fart,
easy.
I was like, yeah, it's easy. Like, okay, that's enough of that.
A well-timed fart is fun when you're 9. I just saw 10 things you didn't know about Andre the Giant, and one of them was.
Or maybe he's doing
could-
drugs or
he
something.
He could fart for 30 seconds.
But how stupid is YouTube's algorithm?
It's not like what it used to be, man. TikTok has the
Dude,
old
I keep getting
algorithm.
comments on like interviews that I did like a year ago, and they're like, "What? I'm surprised
because
this
the
channel
algorithm.
only has this many subscribers. How come it's not bigger?" But they say it like it's like they're mad. Like, what are you mad at me for?
Call
Bro, YouTube
Google.
is fucking me. They don't want.
Yeah. TikTok has the old school algorithm. You post something in a week, it's 15,000 people.
Yeah.
I've seen it from my
Take it upon yourself. If you don't think that it has enough, fucking share it. Tell your friends. That's the only. And now it's all organic. It's the only way to grow.
I've put funnier shit
For
than
me.
I put in 2012, and in 2012 my numbers
have
are still
TikTok?
flying. No, on YouTube, my video in
no, but I'm saying,
2013,
you have
2014 flew. My video is now 200 views.
Yeah, they
No,
support
I
what they
have
want to
TikTok,
support.
but I've on
I
March,
deleted TikTok off my phone.
on March
I don't
12th,
have it.
I did a Instagram live with Massimo
Yeah,
and Anthony.
How is Massimo?
he's good. He's in Florida now.
good,
He moved.
bro.
He got married.
He's good.
Got married?
He's
Yeah.
he's great. I'm happy for him because he needs some sun. His legs are whiter than mozzarella.
He's talking about me. Look at my legs.
Uh,
That's white.
that's the last time I was on social media, on March 12th.
But,
I haven't even looked at it. I sometimes look at Facebook garage sale to restaurant equipment.
For the restaurant. How's the restaurant, by the way? He was telling me
Renovating.
that,
Renovating. We're almost. We're getting there.
When is it going to be open? Not that I can eat pizza. As you can see, I've stopped the
I did
starch
too.
and shit.
guys do pasta?
I've deflated. It's like eating at your grandmother's house. It's Tripoli, but Italian, man. It's old school.
So you do
It's-
pasta.
if my mother can eat there, your mother can eat there. It's
No, no,
the
it's-
type of
it-
place you want.
my girlfriend is a huge pasta fan.
It's the type of place you want to bring, like if it's grandma's birthday or something. It's the because
That's not a good way to sell it.
what's-
They
No.
have, first of all, I don't know about their pastas. I never had, but excellent pizza.
My point is
Do you do the Napolitan thin crust and everything?
not the Napolitan. The Napolitan as I see it. The Napolitan like my mother made. The Napolitan like on this side of the world.
But it's not thick
the
either.
Real Napolitan pizza is feels like naan bread.
Yeah, it's not thick. It's like in the middle. It's
So
between
not
thin and
everybody.
thick.
It's not everybody's cup.
It's very good though. You could fold it and eat it.
Try
It's
making
nice.
an all dressed at Bottega. I'm not. They're my friends. We're from the same town. But you want that slice that stays Viagra, not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's when's your opening?
He doesn't know.
I can
It's-
make you a pizza tonight.
He can make a pizza whenever you want. He goes there, he makes his pizzas, but he's aiming as soon as possible to reopen. But he wants everything to be perfect and then
There's
reopen.
A lot of paperwork.
There's paperwork and there's building. They did so much work there.
But you bought the building. You guys changed
No,
it.
it's our building.
the renovation.
And my brother exaggerated a little bit on what I asked in renovations. But all the little annoying things for 10 years we fixed. And there's
Well, you did more than that. You did quite a number on that
Yeah.
fucking place. Yeah.
So-
What's your capacity seating?
Dude,
Like it's a more sitting
it
down
was
restaurant, or it's a
it
more
was
in
like
and out?
70, 80, but now it's going to go back to like 25, 30.
Yeah, it's
the other
smaller.
I'm closing the other side.
Not because of the COVID. I just want to know.
No,
if it's
just
more of a
space-wise.
sit-down place, or if it's
Yeah.
more of a take out and go.
It's a basement. Bro, how many triplexes have you been to in your life?
So it's like a Gentile style.
There you go. But
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah, exactly.
It's in like a house like St. Leonard, like the basement
Yeah,
that we all grew up
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Well, Gentile, it's a dupla. Or it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
It's literally that.
You should go when it's open, or you should ask him to make you pizza one day.
My father grew up in this neighborhood. Used to play pool at Gentile in the 60s.
yeah.
Yo, this neighborhood. Speaking of which, so I was on Saint Laurent the other day. I was driving down. I was looking for carpets to put in this room. My God, dude, it's like a different country. It's like Baghdad, dude. 2 blocks down, if you go on that street right now, run down. Some buildings like hanging. What the fuck's going on here? This it looks like there's a war.
The carpet, that's my friend Adele.
No, I went to a carpet place on Bernard.
Okay, on Chabanel, there's one
Adele
across the
is,
street.
Hey, whoa! A piss that took 47 minutes. What happened there, buddy?
You took the roids. He's
Yeah.
sweating, his forehead is sweating.
I gotta take it easy on the coffee, bro. I had like 3 coffees a day already.
That wasn't a piss.
That was a shit.
Yeah, that was a
By
statement.
That was
the
a
way,
few shits.
The steroids went missing. We were asking if you took them.
No, I didn't touch them.
Okay, making
Where'd
sure.
they go?
I don't
Up
know.
your ass, I think.
You put them in your pocket.
I got to.
Oh, he
there
has
they
them. He
are.
has them.
All right, so now I got these prescribed. Yeah, here.
By a doctor.
But
A love doctor.
injecting your thigh.
The
and
pharmacy was in a duplex, you know, in the
yeah,
basement.
yeah. It
of
was in the basement.
don't inject like Ivan Drago here. You want to inject in the top of your thigh.
Yeah, I
Yo,
don't
so,
use it.
but what's going on here with this? First of all, can we buy a building for next to nothing right now? Because they are fucked. Have you been walking over there? Dude, I was driving. I was
market-
shocked.
the
I was looking around. I was
market
like, what the
is
fuck's
really,
going on
really
here?
Are you talking on this street?
Right on Saint Lawrence.
Oh, on
Start
Saint Laurent.
2
yeah.
blocks up. 6 blocks down, that entire stretch.
Till solid gold.
Holy fuck! Is it? It looks like a different country. And because what I would do is I would never go from that side. I'd come from Lackady. So lately, my GPS figured out that I could just take rights, go from what's it called? Sauvé, come down on St. Lawrence. I was like, what the fuck? Once, twice, I went to the curtain guy. I was looking, and then today and yesterday, I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, let me take a better look. So I was going down to buy carpets. I was going slow. I was looking around everywhere. I go, this is another country. This is post-war Bosnia.
Is this before Port Royal? Are you near Provigo and Pharmaprix?
Right before Port Royal, all the way down to, let's say, Kremezi when you're getting to.
Okay, yeah,
there.
disaster.
Disaster.
The only thing that's worth it there is the bus station, the bus depot, and the marble. Everything else is garbage.
But what I'm saying is, why does anyone know what's going on there? Because this seems like a good spot to invest money in, create a nice new neighborhood.
Bangladesh took all the jobs when literally.
Yeah.
What happened was
all the factories. I get that.
The code,
but that was years ago.
The neighborhood code. There's a rule that things have to stop at like 12. Bars have been wanting to open up for a really long time on this street, and they can't. Our heritage minister is trying to change that.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
A lot of these old
Bro, you want to sell? You want to sell drugs or give hand jobs in a massage place?
No, really.
Saturday night, midnight.
I'm too busy.
You're gonna see Saturday night, midnight. There's not a soul on this street.
No.
It's like you want to sell drugs in New York City? Go to Wall Street on a Saturday night.
But there's no one there.
Correct.
So who are you going to sell to, dickhead?
You're gonna meet the guy you gotta meet. Give him what you got. Nobody's watching.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
And
That seems like a hard.
Chabanel.
That doesn't seem like a good strategy.
Fashion Cafe is also gentile. They're my friends.
You know what should happen on that street? Someone should buy those buildings, renovate, create a whole thing like condos, supermarkets, bars, fucking podcast studio. Like make it.
A lot of those buildings here, especially on the Legendre and the one after Beauharnois, yeah. These old rundown buildings, what they're doing is that they leave it run down, and essentially they wait until it gets really bad, then they go for refinancing. Yeah, they refinance and then they renovate everything, and then it triples in value.
The weed store.
But they have to stay empty for years, like
the weed store on Lackady. You know where it used to be?
Oh, the SQDC.
On Legendre and Mayer upstairs, Pashki's bar.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
weed at Pashki's?
that place sucks at the SQDC or whatever. Everyone that goes there tells me it's shit and they're just wasting product. Like they have extra plastic stuff for like little nuggets. Like it appears
just
a waste.
Lineups. Every time
it is a waste of plastic. You're right. It's like imagine the thickest butter container for
you go to
what used to be a
baggie. It doesn't make any sense.
You go to McDonald's to get a meal, and they give you the drink with the stupid paper straw.
Yeah.
That after 4 sips, it's like disintegrating in your mouth.
And McDonald's,
but they have the cover of the actual fucking drink is plastic.
Yeah.
So what did you accomplish? You want to put a real fucking straw. And the worst part is that they do that, and then they're giving the burgers are all wrapped in plastic and cardboard.
Bro, they're made of plastic.
What you're eating is plastic.
What the fuck?
And McDonald's was known to have the greatest straws ever.
Yeah, literally.
In Italy,
the cocaine era of McDonald's straws was like the biggest.
Bro, we're going dancing tonight. Hold on, I have to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
I'm old enough to remember this clearly. Every supermarket, Steinberg's, IGA, Provigo, they had to save the planet. So stop with the paper bags. Stop with the paper bags. We're going to go to plastic to save the planet, save the trees. I remember that, 1987.
Yeah, because paper is you're going to kill trees. You want to kill trees, you fucking psycho.
Fucking 35 years later, we're doing the opposite. Save the planet.
Look, we clearly have fucked up on many levels with the planet. Like, we're not the best, all right? We're not the best rulers of this planet. That's true. However, it doesn't mean that every new idea is the correct one.
Yeah. Right.
Like sometimes we have to be able to admit that's a dumb idea.
Well, admit that it's 55% more plastic in every car you make and every desk that you make that LeBrick and IKEA makes and Walmart, all the plastic in the world, but you're going to fuck up my straw? It's crap.
Well, what other options is there? No straw or maybe a metal straw?
There is. Beyonce's is $150 straw.
You know
oh, no, that's stupid.
What? In Italy, they're using...
Copper piping, bro.
No, in Italy, they're using straw.
Made from the bones of refugees?
No, made from pasta.
Bugatini. It's true.
Yeah.
It's
but then isn't it going to melt also?
Tubetti, actually. You're right. It's called tubetti.
Isn't it going to melt?
Ziti. Ziti is a long macaroni that you break.
Oh, yo, let me ask you a question. Because you're the explorer around here. I'm driving to Quebec City. You heard Wednesday. How long is it gonna take me to get there? 3 hours or less?
Less 2:20, like a bit more than Ottawa.
What day are you driving there?
Wednesday.
Quebec City is wonderful.
You're breaking the week. You might hit traffic.
That's what I was thinking. Do you think I'm gonna hit traffic?
When is your show?
So fuck, it's all crazy, dude. Because they're treating it like, because I was asking my manager, I go, why did I get this call time? Why did I get none of this makes sense? He goes, you're thinking about it as a stand-up comic. You're doing stand-up, but they're treating it like a movie, like it's a show. It's,
Driving.
No, it's at a theater, but it's just they're treating it like it's because they're filming it. It's for TV. They're gonna put it on TV in November. So they're treating it like a TV show. So your call time is like at 1 p.m. Even though you're going to be on stage in front of people at 9 p.m. So you have to go, they have to videotape you, they do some kind of documentary shit, hair, makeup, if you like all that stuff.
I gave you a call sheet yesterday.
Yeah, you should see mine. Yeah,
exactly that.
But it's just like 8 hours. Like I want to go fresh. You know what I mean? On stage and be ready. I have to drive for 3 hours. Then I got to wait around for 8-9 hours.
You're going to get a honey wagon.
What?
A honey wagon.
The fuck is that?
You know those trailers that say Star Suites?
But they have a hotel for me. I just let me stay at the hotel and then go and do my shit.
And
but they go, no,
we
want you there at 1.
You're gonna have your place to relax.
They go, we want you there at 1. So I was like, fuck, man, it's because I have to drive there. So I'll leave here 10 o'clock in the morning just to be safe. Get in, check my bags, get ready, and go there. And then even if I'm ready at 1, it doesn't mean that my hair and everything's gonna be nice at 9.
Oh no, I feel you. I know exactly what you mean.
I don't know. Then I thought, am I like just being an asshole? Like I don't know.
When Joe says we're doing sound check at 2 o'clock and then I gotta hang out at the theater for the rest of the day, and I'm like, what the fuck? I need a distraction. I gotta go outside. I feel you.
They're talking about in the chat. I just realized they're talking about stevia. Coca-Cola Life was in Belgium. Gary's saying to Trey Cole, and it was like just disgusting. Apparently,
it was green Coca-Cola, the can, and it tasted like stevia mixed with Coke. It was terrible.
Yeah, that's what I had never tried it, but apparently they're saying it was disgusting.
Stevia doesn't taste good to me.
No,
I'd rather the fake stuff that killed lab.
You know what I miss? What I haven't had in a while?
What?
Goodies.
Oh, the Greek fast food?
Yeah.
What is Goodies?
Goodies is a Greek fast food place. You go get like burger, stuff like that in Greece, in Athens.
But it is the
well,
best.
all over Greece, really.
Well, I had that Greek soda. It was this big.
No, it wasn't sodas. It's a fast food place. It's a joint.
I had a souvlaki and they put French fries in it.
Oh,
and this little bubbly.
That's different. Yeah, that was Luke's.
Luke's, yeah. But dude, by the way, it's crazy because just the quality of souvlaki. I love the souvlaki with the yogurt and the red pepper spices.
It was pure.
Oh
yogurt.
Man, with the French fries inside, that's how you really eat a good fucking.
You know what else
Swizzler.
they made? It's with Italians called. It's like mini brochettes, but like we're talking like sticks this big of chicken.
While we're talking food, I gotta ask something. You ever do Uber Eats? Like, do you ever order from Uber Eats?
Like crazy.
Okay, so
Snacktown, dépanneur.
I like to think that I'm pretty reasonable. Like I don't even look. I already put the tip from before, and I'm like, thumbs up. Like the person just
I always tip later.
The person just needs to drop off the bag, and I'm gonna say amazing service, whatever. I'm just I'm like I don't give a fuck.
I always give good. Yeah,
I give good stuff.
But when the guy goes to ring upstairs my parents' house, when I clearly
So listen to what happened to me.
Hate that
so this
shit.
lady, and it was the first time that I get at my house here, except for that one bike lady. But it was the first time I get a lady bringing my food in like forever. It was this black woman. And I felt bad, but I fucking thumbs downed her and didn't give her a tip. So what the fuck is this? So the building, right? It says you just ring the doorbell, you come up, and you leave it in front of the door. That's it, bro. What does this lady fucking do? I get a notification that my food was delivered. So I go, I don't see the food. Bro, she left it outside the building, left it in front, and fucked off.
Yeah.
She put a picture of the food outside.
Yeah.
Where anybody could just walk, grab it, and leave. I was like, what the fuck is this lady doing?
Some people, it's actually their incompetence.
So I said, you know what? I go, this is the first time. Fuck it. 0 tip, fucking thumbs down. And I said, fucking idiot. It doesn't read any instructions.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
The
a lot
same
of people
thing
don't
happened with Domino's.
And you know what's crazy is she had to force me to do because I would have given her, like I do everyone, just random, great communication, great this for no reason. Just give them thumbs up. Who gives a shit? Just give them everything. Like just it's good for their rating or whatever.
I do that
but
too,
this fucking lady, bro, like not even minimal effort of calling or pushing doing anything that's written in the instructions. Can you come down? Because I don't know how to use elevators. Maybe I don't know. Let's just say, for example, I'm scared of elevators. Anything. Left it in the street.
But they answer you, yes, I got it when you send it to them.
Left it in the fucking street.
And you got to wait a week for that credit.
No, I ran down and I got it.
No, I mean, if you want to credit, like McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's screws up all the time. That's my only beef with that is, but I want the McFlurry. So now you're going to credit me, But who's gonna give me the McFlurry I want now? If there's a way they could figure out, but I'm not
They
gonna
don't
eat that
send.
crap.
I've had some trouble like that with Uber Eats. Like, look, stuff happens. Sometimes the restaurant fucks up, but this was 100% incompetence. You just left it out in the street. That's all you did. You didn't deliver what you're supposed to deliver. So
Australia.
then, am I a bad guy for giving her a shitty score? Like,
No.
I mean, bro, you in Australia, you would freak.
oh, they don't care about
No,
service.
dude, I'm no exaggeration. Every single Uber driver that ever dropped me off in Australia
Told you to go fuck yourself.
always dropped me off a half a block away from the destination. Or when the guy writes, "I'm here," and you're like, "Where are you?" Here. I'm not kidding.
Oh, that's
They
annoying.
not
Whatever,
one of them
mate.
ever.
Here, there, over there,
Okay.
over
Because they
here.
don't
But
want to
look,
make the U-turn. They
In
don't wanna-
Australia's defense, it's not worse than taxi cabs in Greece, where you don't tell them where you're
No,
going.
they
They
tell
tell
you.
you where they're going. You basically ask you, where do you want to
Oh,
go? You're like,
yes.
I'm going downtown. No, you're fucking not. He leaves.
It's in Mykonos. It's the locals that drive you around. There's like 4 taxis.
No, but we're talking about like in mainland Greece.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a small place. You go wherever you want. But I had a guy. I still have this guy for the next time I go. This was
That's
fucking
hilarious.
3 years ago in Crete. Mr. Costas,
Perfect.
24-hour service. So this guy, bro, I would call this cab driver wherever the fuck he was in Crete, just where I'm gonna be, and he would drive there because he's the one who was taking us to. Like, I got him to pick me up from the airport. Brings me an hour away. Then I wanted to go somewhere else. I called him. He showed up in the morning, like a personal driver. This
I
taxi.
do that in
You
Mexico.
need a car in Crete.
In Mexico, I do that.
You cannot have a car in Crete.
Yeah. Well, I rented a car, but all the like when I had to go to the airport, let's say, for example, I had to give the car back. So I called this guy to come, and then we have conversations. We talk about history and stuff in the car. It was good times. Yeah.
I like talking to.
He was persuading me to move to Greece. So we need Greeks like you here. They're all idiots here. Yeah.
Well,
Meanwhile, he smoked 9 Marlboro Reds.
Yeah, like,
I had a
Close the window. I'm getting a cold.
I had a hard time in Athens actually when I was
fitting
coming back.
into the cabs.
No, in 2014, I was with my girlfriend at the time, my now ex-girlfriend, and I think we had to ask a taxi 3 times to go to the airport. The first time, the guy is like, "Oh, same thing. I'm not going there." Second guy gave me an exorbitant price, and I told him to go fuck
So
himself.
for the airport, 3 years ago, I the same thing. I was in the middle of the night at the Sidagma because that's where the hotel was.
Yeah.
And line of cab drivers, right? And they're like, "No, we're going to." They see me with the luggage, and they right away they bolt in front of the hotel. And I go to him, "How much for the airport?" He's like, €50. I go, "No." He's like, "Why?" I go, I'm using Uber." Bro, they were pissed. And he goes, "No, I'll do better than Uber." I go, "The Uber is telling me it's 35 straight."
Like, remember when Uber
He's like,
just
"No, I'm
came
not
out,
doing
they
that."
was even cheaper.
Dude, they
man.
were
But
pissed.
here they were rioting at a point.
Yeah,
No,
they were
but
pissed.
when
Yeah, they
Uber
blocked
came
off
out
the
in
airport.
LA,
But why would I
guys,
pay €50 when I could go for 35 euros?
So taxi cabs committed suicide.
Yeah, because the permits pre-COVID
For
were
$1 million.
yeah they were
Yeah, that's
the prices
fucked up.
skyrocketed from I think maybe 80,000 100,000.
But isn't that fucked
They
up that they
flew.
would make you pay that much for a permit here in the first place? That was criminal.
But the whole racket is, first of all, the whole
It's
racket.
criminal, yeah.
It's like
criminal.
investing
But
in
they were-
videotape, beepers, and Nortel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were making money. Nortel actually was a very big scam, but they were making money because essentially you'd it was like buying a property.
Yeah.
You'd buy let's
Yeah.
say the actual
Work
the
your
actual
whole
permit.
life for that. That was
Yeah.
your nest egg, and now you're
Exactly.
fucked.
But then the Uber came and your permit's worth 30 grand. And they go, "What the
Uber's
fuck?"
argument was the cab driver that wasn't clean, or the guy that be on his phone the whole time, and blah blah blah.
Yo,
It's like buying a revenue property. Let's
It's
say
exactly what it is.
for
Oh, I
300,000,
Hap-
and then
yo, we got a quick call to take. Someone's calling in for you.
Well, I was gonna say
Oh,
happy
shit.
anniversary. Remind me to tell you what the anniversary is.
You'll tell me in a second, but someone's calling in for you. So I don't know if you're ready to take this call.
Does it rhyme with somebody you saw last night? No. Okay.
What?
Who did I see last night?
Doesn't matter.
we take calls.
Of
We can take calls if we want
High
to.
tech here, bro.
Houston, you're on the here. No, I'm going to do the George Norrie, east of the Rockies, first time caller, wild card line.
Well, let's
Welcome
see.
to Coast to Coast.
All right, so we're on the air. Jessarelle, you're on the air. If you want to talk to your boy Guido, he's here for you. So let's see if she doesn't.
Hi, Jess. How you going?
She has 30
That's a-
seconds.
Australian always say, "Hey, how you going?"
Is it Australian?
She's Australian, mate. She's a
Jess Sorrell?
sweetheart. She's
Yeah,
a
it's
sweetheart.
one of Guido's fans that he met in
nothing
Australia.
to do with the boots, mate.
But a lot of people I've noticed whenever we set up the calls, they haven't set up their stuff on their end, so they don't know how to do it.
Oh, she'll get there.
We'll give her a couple seconds.
Don't forget, she's in the future.
She's in the future. Yeah, she should
It's not
already know how to do this.
It's Tuesday night.
How many hours are they ahead?
It's like 16 or something.
Seriously? Yeah?
Yeah, Australia's ahead. Yeah.
Twice.
So they're literally living in the future.
Well, not really, because that's just a perception thing. It's right now there also. It's just that the time
Yeah.
is different.
But right now it's like Monday night.
Yeah. It's like a Monday night type of thing.
It's a trip, man. Australia reminded me more of Canada than USA did.
Honestly, I'll never know because I'll never fly a fucking.
I did it the most humane way possible is you do Montreal, Chicago, an hour, Chicago to Honolulu, 9 hours, take a nice 8-hour break, go see Dog the Bounty Hunter, go shopping, go swimming, then do another 9 hours to Sydney.
All that.
That's too far,
you're
bro.
in Sydney,
bro,
you're like, what the
I used to think like you. Once I got there, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I came here 25
No.
years.
I've never seen anything about the place that says anything but a beautiful place.
Bro.
However, it is so fucking far away.
It's like when you're Demolition Man and you get frozen in ice for 30 years because you have to kill Wesley Snipes. You don't feel it.
I would take like a 3-day layover.
I'm not saying it's not beautiful. I'm just saying it's really worth it. Like there's beautiful places here that
It's
we
worth
won't
it.
go.
Because you're not thinking of the small air transat. You're on like a Virgin Atlantic. Ha ha ha! You're on a fucking.
Yeah.
It's they give you apples.
So,
Watch the whole
so we have
Godfather
just
trilogy.
on the line for you, Guido. She's ready to talk.
Jace is the best.
If she is. If not, then
I want to
next
hear her
time.
accent.
So you never heard an Australian accent?
No, I know I have, but I want to hear hers.
I don't know. Well,
This
she.
is a
It's not.
live,
She's.
She's awestruck from you.
This is
that's
a
true.
post-COVID Australian accent.
She's
Yeah, they
lovely.
changed.
If I'm not mistaken, she's in. You're in Adelaide. No, she's not in Adelaide. She's in Perth.
Well, I don't know, bro. But she's not down to talk. It seems, or because I don't know. She doesn't know how to use
Message me, Jess. I haven't. If you notice, I haven't been on social media.
it. Yeah, everyone's noticed.
Can I wish you a happy anniversary?
You know how good it feels that I have no more social media
It's
whatsoever.
such a good feeling.
Yeah, he cut off everything. And
Bro.
how does it feel?
Bro,
Huh?
Ari Shafir, bro,
my
StarTAC.
God.
Ari Shafir did the same thing. Yeah.
He has a StarTAC phone. Genius. Isn't it fucking great?
It's fucking amazing. You know what the only fucked up thing is? That let's say like in the morning, if I wake up before my girlfriend, I'm like I go to the bathroom or whatever, and I'm on the phone. I'm like,
What do I look at
just,
now?
Yeah, I swipe through my pages of my phone. And I'm like, there's nothing to look like. There's the bank app. There's the GPS, but there's nothing to really. Before I would just go on Instagram,
Bro,
and I'd scroll.
you're absolutely right. And what I do now is think of stuff I have to do.
Exactly.
If I had a TomTom in my car and I forgot my phone at home, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
That's not the point I've reached.
TomTom, you mean like a mic, like those walkie-talkies?
Navigator. TomTom.
I have an agenda, like a book.
Right. Pencil.
Yeah, which is what I use normally. I open my book and I write, okay, tomorrow I have to go see Guido. Tomorrow I have to go to the restaurant and I have to eat. I have to bring my girlfriend. I have to go see Poseidon. I have to go see Badali. So
Like it's worked for
now
hundreds of years.
Yeah, I put it on my phone now. Right?
Oh, the reminder.
On my calendar, I do like, okay, go here, go there.
Mm-hmm.
So now with no social media, I essentially just click every fucking app. I open every app, right?
Because you have nothing to do to waste time.
I have
Yeah.
no social media. And then,
But you know who taught me this?
Oh,
Cocomello.
what did he say?
He disappeared from social media a year and a half ago. And since I've talked to him, he was like more calm.
Well, honestly, it depends what you need. Because
It's personal, you know?
Because like I do it, this is the only way you like I have to advertise my shit. I got the podcast, I got the live shows.
it's
It's
good-
needed as for
Yeah, but I don't put.
in my opinion, the bad outweighed the good because the way I handle it. If I do,
I don't put personal shit.
No, but it was not good for me. I'm very sensitive, but I'll be back. Speaking of happy anniversary,
I won't. I could clap.
Yeah, what's the anniversary? What do you want to talk about?
bro, it was 1 year ago.
Yeah.
This week, and I only found out this morning that a girl knocked on my door at 5 a.m. and it rang at Debbie's house.
Oh, the prostitute.
And Adam, our friend Adam, who if I would've
That was a
known,
year
I
ago.
was gonna
God
bring.
damn,
I was
time
gonna bring.
flies.
Google Photos told me, and they showed me a picture of Adam in the bathrobe.
Oh, okay, I thought it was of a whore yelling at him. Yeah.
Yeah. Which,
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that was 1 year ago.
This was, and it was
August-
right. It was right next to here.
next door. Feet
Yeah.
away,
What
we're
are
on
the
that roof.
odds?
God damn.
And did we even know we would be right?
Never. Who would have thought? Yeah.
That was 1 year ago.
That was hilarious.
That was a good night. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, actually, it was a bit of a long night, and I was very tired.
It was
I
a
think
long
that's the last
night,
time
but
I
it
spoke
was-
to him. No, I'm kidding.
We did waste our money on him.
Yeah.
And too bad I only found out today because I would have found him and brought him here today.
Oh, yeah.
1 year ago, here, look, wait, the 1 year ago? take long. 1 year ago this week, it's just
Yeah, it's just him in a bathrobe.
it's him in a bathroom. It's
Do
exactly.
you remember that night?
Yeah.
Poseidon looks weirdly dead inside. Gary's saying something did die inside him.
Anyway, I can't find it. You clearly remember what he looked like in that bathrobe, but it was 1 year ago.
Just to clarify, because I'm getting a bit hungry. There's no actual opening date for your restaurant, no?
He's getting hungry. He wanted to eat, bro. You just fucked him over.
I have
No,
to- I
because
have to
I'm gonna
text
make
my- I have- I
I
have to-
want to make a
Yeah, no,
I'll
he'll
make a reservation.
He'll know. I don't know. I wish I could give that answer. Trust me, I want to open. If you want a pizza, I have to text my brother now to make sure the oven.
No, I don't want to eat now. I want to make a date that we come eat, we relax.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it was open right now, we'd go there. But we can't eat anything that's in there, us.
Yeah.
Well, you will.
But
let me. I'll get there. Like
I can't. I'm not eating any dough. I'm not no gluten-free dough.
A lot of vegetables, bro.
The only
There's gonna be a lot of
because I don't like when people are like, oh, you're not gonna eat dough. I'm gonna give you gluten-free dough.
have to eat
I don't
that
care
shit
if the
too.
dough is straight or gay. I don't want to eat the dough.
The only dough that you could potentially eat, and I hadn't tried it, is made from almond flour.
Even that I won't eat. I don't want. Me right now, I'm eating meats, veggies, and cheese. That's what I'm eating.
Make your burger buns portobello.
You know my nobody listens to me when I say I ate a burger. Like yes, I had burgers. You know what my burger was? The two meat patties are the bread, and on the inside is all the toppings, cheese, pickles, all that. And I close it like that and I eat it. That's what I do.
Do you remember
There's no
when
bread.
they're very good.
KFC did that. Remember when
With the chicken.
the chicken was the bun at one point?
Well,
Yeah,
today,
but KFC will try to kill you, man.
me, I'm getting creative with my omelets, bro. Today I had a 4-egg omelet, bro, with like some mushrooms, some Parmesan covered saucisse, and some capicola.
Oh, you said saucisse like you were classy in France.
Saucisse, bro.
Saucisse, exactly.
I threw in some capicola in
I
there.
squoze it myself.
Capicola.
Capicola.
Gabagool.
And I'm gonna go have some souvlisers, bro.
Souvlisers, bro.
Like-
that's double inside.
That's super. I live in a basement.
I don't want to plug anything, but you guys are going to the bordel after this, I mean?
Yeah, of course. We got a 2-drink minimum live.
So
Is
Two
Mike-
drink minimum
is
will be
Mike Ward
live.
going to be wearing a black jean jacket?
for
sure.
I never met Mike Ward.
He's
But,
going to be wearing a black jean
We're talking about you never met Mike Ward. You came to watch shows at the bordel. Didn't I introduce you?
Yeah, I've seen Souls,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, but the food there, from what I
top.
see on the shows with Poseidon, the food's good.
Oh, the food's great.
Correct?
Yeah.
Bro, it's a legendary building.
Because
It was a brothel.
At the time, right now,
It has no
I'm
address.
not gonna go home and make supper.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend is probably watching me right now.
I'm watching you.
watching us.
There was a reason I opened this.
So she's not cooking. So we need supper plans. So I might make an appearance.
Oh, you should make an appearance at the bordel. So Gary says that
It's-
some
it's-
burger places substitute bread for salad leaves, like lettuce.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. That I could eat. That sounds
iceberg.
delicious.
I tried-
Iceberg? Yeah.
I tried that at what's it called, La Belle et la Bœuf.
McDonald's.
It was good.
It was alright.
Well, it's
So that's a no.
iceberg wedge has no taste. right?
Yeah.
So imagine that holding your.
Well, it's just to hold it because, like, even me, the meat patties, the meat patties are holding the toppings.
I remember I ate every type of saucisse, dried salami. Yeah, I was a heck
Sounds
of a
sexy.
carnivore.
I ate
went
every
on a
kind of dry
serious
salami.
keto diet. Oh, that's what I was looking for, the diet thing.
So what's happening with Adam?
I haven't heard from him.
Has he
he's-
gone laid?
He's called a few
Adam
times,
Grola.
but
No,
bro, I speak to regularly, and I speak to you so infrequently, and
Yeah.
you're actually a regular speaker. Imagine
Yeah.
him
Oh God,
on the
yeah.
list.
Dude, this guy.
My godson. I like.
We were filming a thing at his restaurant last year with Massimo. It was one of their video sketches, and we had one of his friends came to play a part, and he was just an older guy. How would you classify him?
Adam.
Yeah,
He
he's
was exactly like he was in high school, except he's 40 now and is bald like Larry David.
no, but not how to describe him physically. I mean,
Socially awkward.
Socially awkward. There you go. Perfect. So we were there. We were talking, and
I was
Adam.
gonna say elaborate because I didn't know him in high school.
Well, this was the first time we ever met him. So we're sitting there talking with Poseidon. And then at one point, we didn't ask him. He just tells me, he's like, what did he say? I've never had sex before.
Dude,
No, he
he's
goes,
so
no,
strange.
I remember. He goes, look, Pantelis, between me and you,
Yeah, and he was saying,
I
oh
remember
yeah.
this show, and you guys called him on afterwards.
No, because he said.
I remember this.
doesn't
I
wanna
remember
have
Yeah,
sex
between me and you, and then I
Yeah.
said between me and you. He's like, between me and you, and I was like, there's another 4 people.
he was on the show, no?
No, we never brought him on. We tried to, but I think he was scared to come on or some shit. I don't know. I wanted to bring.
got
but I remember-
trophies downstairs sometimes.
Anyways,
I never
listen to this. Poseidon will tell the story.
So yeah, he goes between me and you. He goes to you. Look, he goes. I've never had sex. He
I was
goes.
like, but you're 50, bro. Like,
Yeah, I heard this.
and then I was in shock,
Do you remember?
and then I got excited because
he's like, oh, I'll pop that cherry.
because I was like, no, I was like right away. I was thinking, motherfucking escorts, bro.
Yeah.
And this
And you
was,
found.
Yes, I found.
this was next door.
However, you found 2 competing escorts.
And
Yes.
let me tell
Well, one wasn't really competing.
you, the fucking
That's the one he got.
Yeah, exactly.
the Cutlass Sierra showed up, and 3 hours later, at 5 a.m, the Lamborghini shows up, and Pantelis is outside ignoring her texts. And
'Cause-
this
Yeah, because basically what I was trying to do is I was trying to get, because we were on the roof, right? I don't want to be
Jessica
around him.
Alba on a good day.
So because everyone's all weird and
fucking
shit,
knockout.
I was trying to get rid of the first lady that I was trying to get rid of her. So I'm outside. I'm like, get in an Uber, get the fuck out of here, right? Type of thing. But while I'm doing that, this guy had called.
He called all of them and put my apartment number.
Yeah.
But my apartment, when you buzz 610, I used to live next door. It didn't ring on my phone. It rang at my ex-girlfriend's house.
The cell
On her
phone.
cell
So what happened was, and I had 2 cell phones on me because I had his because he had done all the communicating on his. I don't want to incriminate my phone, so I'm getting an Uber on his phone. I'm doing all that stuff from his phone, right? So there's the pimp and the other girl outside, and they're texting me because they see that I'm looking at the phone. I don't know who it was, so I'm looking at the phone because they're calling me, and they're like, "I fucking see you. What the fuck?" And I'm looking at them, and they're looking at me. And I'm trying to get rid of another bastard. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" This guy's like, "Why the fuck is my ex-girlfriend getting phone calls from whores?" I was like, what the fuck's happening? Like, I was right in the middle outside. I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to.
It was a funny situation.
I think in my other phone, I have her name and number.
Who? You kept the.
And
But why though?
because I intended.
Oh yeah, the girl thought that I was a pimp. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
She was asking to work, and I go, "I'm not a fucking pimp." And then she's like, "But I like this setup. You have these weird guys, and they can come meet these weird
Yeah.
guys. So you do this a lot. You have like a." I go, "No, I don't do this. I'm not a pimp of anything." She's like, "No, we could work. I could work for you." So first of all, that's when I got mad. I told her, first of all, if I was a pimp, you think this is how I recruit? I have no
yeah.
fucking standards.
That's right.
And then it got awkward because I was telling her like she wasn't good enough to be in my stable of whores, but I don't have a stable of whores. I'm not an actual pimp, but I got so defensive about her thinking that she could just walk onto the team.
But
I remember. Yeah.
I wish I could remember what he was saying as defense. He's like, I respect women, so I don't want to have sex with them. And he was doing like social.
But you know what? That's actually a good line. I respect him so much. I don't want to have sex with him. That should be Poseidon's motto.
It was
Why?
I respect him so much. I don't want to put him through this.
Adam
fuck yourself.
Couture. He's around
You
somewhere.
don't have to give his name out.
Oh, he's great. He's one of those. He's one of those regular recurring strangers like Ken Fernandez.
What do they call that? He's a peripheral character, right?
Yeah, but he's like comic book guy on Simpsons or
Yeah,
something.
he's a peripheral character.
But everybody remembers Disco Stew.
We have a lot of those. I've known even like within like our universe of like let's say the 2 drink minimum Pantelis. There's peripheral characters that people hear about. Like you're becoming more of a staple.
Yeah.
But you were a peripheral character. There's characters that people hear about on the shows, and then
Big
they come
A,
on.
Bobo.
Yeah.
Ira. Have you heard of Ken Fernandez?
Of course.
You know who this guy is? In the 649 commercial where the guy's fantasizing about going to the beach, him and the cab driver end up on the beach. He's the guy that walks around in a cape. He wears a cape. He's all over Barrie Metro. Indian guy, skinnier than and. he
Oh,
wears-
okay. I thought you were talking
he
about
wears-
Ken Fernandez.
No, he walks with a cane and a stick, and he's cavalier. He's one of those reoccurring Montreal strangers like Spoon Guy in front
I
of
have
Ogilvy.
Spoon
Ken-
Guy. We know Spoon Guy.
Ken Fernandez. If I show you his picture,
Spoon Guy, you know how much money this guy makes?
yeah.
Spoon Guy makes a
What about
bag of money.
Soapman? Soapman doesn't make money.
Who's Soapman?
Soapman, the guy who brings his soap from all the way up Park Avenue, all the way downtown, sells the soaps in front of on St. Catherine.
Is it Greeks there?
I don't know, maybe, but he sells soaps there.
But what
He makes
I
his
know,
own soap.
I know the Spoon Guy.
The Spoon Guy was making a killing.
Yeah, once I was going to Ogilvy, there was a massive line, and they had gotten robbed or something, so there was a lineup. So there was the fucking spoon guy.
But the spoon guy is iconic. I don't know if he's there anymore.
So while they're getting robbed, this guy's just playing the spoons.
No, there was there was a massive line because there was a robbery and they were doing some kind of investigation. I don't know what they were doing. They were, I don't know, prosecuting the guy.
Stealing.
Yeah, they were. The
Looting.
place was locked down, and there was a line for everybody to get in. And I was outside once, and so there was the guy with the spoon because we were like around the corner, you know. So there was a guy with the spoon. So I was talking to him. I go, what is this like what is this? Is this like a tradition? Like, what are you doing? Is it a ritual? Like,
Yeah, what the fuck's with your
is
spoon?
this
bro?
a genre of music? What is it? He goes, no. He goes, just like that. He goes,
I just fuck around with spoons and they give me money.
he goes, I do this. He goes, I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, if I'm lucky, he goes, on a good week, I'll make $300-400. I'm like,
A week?
He ain't gonna tell you he's gonna make more than that. He want.
That's not a
but
good
that's
week.
what I'm saying. If you're, let's say you're somebody who wants to get into my business, right, in my field, and you're like, oh, what do you make? What's the? If I make $1 million a year,
You're gonna want to
I'm
go
gonna tell
in.
you, I make like 6, 7. I'm an under.
What does it take for Spoon Man to live? There's one Spoon Man he has to compete with.
Yeah, but that guy's making $400 a week. He goes outside of fucking Ogilvy's and he sits there like a papara and he fucking plays with spoons.
What papara? What about on McGill College in St. Catherine, the Gypsy Kings? You ever see them?
But that's a whole different. We're comparing.
No, it's
apples and
actually the
oranges.
Gypsy Kings.
This guy just sits there and he plays with his spoons.
That's crazy.
Nobody knows what the Gypsy
Can you
Kings
do
are.
that? You can make money.
$400 a week. I'm like, I go, that's it's not a bad, you know, like okay,
Not a bad gig.
yeah. I work fucking 40, 50 hours a week, you know, and
You
I
know where the
make-
money's at? Bathroom attending.
Yeah,
Well, according to
When-
this episode, it
when,
is.
when we're off camera, we're gonna talk while we're having a pizza
Yeah.
at your place
Um,
at my expense.
Derek Jeter gave me $20 every time he came in.
So you could stop touching his dick.
Yeah.
Look, I'll pay you to get your hands off me.
People have kept coming in trying to fuck. I've let them fuck. Give me
Oh,
money.
I thought like trying to fight, like come into like this is
No.
happening whether you like it or not, stall boy.
Very classy people fucking in the stall.
In front of you.
No, I would walk out and give me the money, and
Oh,
I'd keep watch for them.
I wouldn't be able to do that, bro. I'd be like, bro, can I join, bro? What the fuck, bro?
No,
Why do you want to fuck random dudes in
no,
You've learned
bathrooms?
the prison procedures. Keep
No,
6
nothing
and stay outside the
makes you
bathroom.
want to have an erection mixed with the smell of shit mint. To this day, I don't eat mint candies.
Really?
I have a bunch in my office, by the
Yeah.
way. Phil. I have lifesavers.
Yeah, he's got
Mint flavors.
The
Actually.
only ones, wintergreen,
That's what I have. In my house.
not peppermint. Yes.
he has them. He has dude, he's got a whole
They're-
alcohol cabinet. You walk in, there's scotch, there's
They're the best.
he's hilarious.
Yeah, I was an off your scotch, but
Alcohol cabinet is very Montreal.
What do you mean?
They would say liquor cabinet.
Oh, true. Yeah, he has a liquor cabinet, yeah.
We say nylon socks. They say pantyhose.
I don't say nylon socks.
He
He
did.
says that. I say pantyhose, yeah.
They
But he's
hoes
not
all
as-
right.
what do you guys call
He's not as
Tomato
Americanized
sauce.
as me.
Wait, where?
what do you guys call tomato sauce?
Type it in Pizza Bros. We covered this. I call it sauce,
I
like
call
you
it-
call it sauce because I'm from here.
Okay.
They call
Because-
it gravy because they're.
Is that
That's
fucking
disgusting.
nuts?
Do you know where the term fugazi was started?
I have no idea.
Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco. It never existed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said evolved culture, bro.
But
Properly.
but my
That you've heard him say many times.
The
like
translation.
I mentioned earlier, I mentioned my girlfriend's a massive pasta fan, which is it cringes when we watched when we first met. She never watched the Sopranos, so I said
yeah, baked ziti and gravy.
this is an absolute must watch. You
Yeah.
have to watch it, or else we can't
Can't be together.
They
and
talk-
when we watch it, she goes, you know, when they always went to Vesuvio's and the gravy is good today, and the guy would, and she goes, did they call? I'm like,
I'll tell you
Oh,
why.
did they call the sauce gravy and she
yeah.
got pissed,
She's
eh?
like,
Oh.
that's fucking this. We're not watching the show. I'm like, no. I go, give it a chance. I go, we have to watch it. We just follow through.
I've dug a hole searching this. It's like your kids.
Yeah,
Okay?
but
It's like the way the Greek word for restaurant translates to store.
What do you mean? Magazi?
to magazi.
Statorio.
To magazi.
I've had my friend say my store, and he's pointing at his restaurant. So the word
Yeah,
for
but no, that's just an
gravy-
idiot
Because
saying
the
that.
Greeks use to magazi as if it's
a business.
the establishment.
Yeah.
or
I
the
understand.
business.
But
yeah.
a restaurant is
So
estatorio.
Yeah.
the gravy, meaning this tomato sauce, now has meat and shit like Clemenza did in Godfather, and it's now exuding the liquids of the meat. That word is sugo.
Listen,
Sugo was translated to gravy from these guys in white Sergio Tacchini
Listen,
suits.
anyone who's going to call sauce gravy needs to be taken out back in shots. Okay, that's what we're going to establish here, because that is crazy to me. So then what do you call gravy? Sauce? Are we in fucking opposite worlds? This is bizarro land.
I think what they're doing is compensating for their lack of any Italianness. They don't even know the name of their town. So to make up for it, there's like, that's not real coffee. I'm confident enough in my Italianness that I can drink Tim Hortons coffee and have pasta at Chez Gerard.
I'm confident enough in your Italianness that I'm not going to debate that.
I can go
Chez
to the
Gerard reference, by the way. Is that Laval?
Yeah, on Cartier. I had spaghetti there the other day.
You have pasta. That's a Belpro.
Correct, because that's how much I...
He says that he'll eat even the fast food fake shit because he doesn't care. He's not trying to prove to anyone that he's Italian because he's clearly
Here,
Italian.
this is me at Chez
but
Gerard
I'm saying
having
I
their
didn't
spaghetti
know.
bolognese.
But
I didn't even know that they had. They have the best though.
Terry Volis.
Cherry Coke.
Terry Volis used to own that.
Cherry Coke, eh? I miss Cherry Coke. Can't have that shit.
Best one is there.
I
They
saw a
have
good
the
one
bottle
yesterday at your friend's
glass.
cafe, bro.
Everything tastes better in a glass bottle.
And that's I took pictures of them at your friend Milton's cafe, Cafe Milton.
Park Avenue.
Yeah, I was there yesterday, and I took pictures of their brio. Look how beautiful this is. This is.
Who wants Milton Cafe?
Oh, yeah.
It's called.
What is that? What is
it
that?
used to be a second cup. It's now called Milton.
Yeah.
I know it's called.
Because it's
I
on
think
Milton.
I've tried that.
So his
Okay.
friend Milton.
Okay. it was a
Anyway, what I'm
reference.
saying is.
Well, that reference used to be like, anyways, we had a reference for that place back in the day, but now they.
There was Annie's across the street, right?
I wrote in that second cup when I had to do a half hour in 2013 at the Rialto when we got fucked over with our money, when they stole our money. I wrote the entire half hour in that.
Who stole the money?
It was this whole fucking.
It
was a
wasn't
stupid thing
Rialto.
that- No,
Do
it
you-
wasn't.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you finished there?
Yeah.
Do
I was
you
just saying that I
remember-
wrote the entire half hour there.
Do you
Joe
remember
Cacchione
once?
lives 10 feet away from that.
Do you remember once we went to this? Went to a gay bar.
Dude, that was the first time I did that. When I first started comedy,
you.
someone invited me, and I did an open mic, and I did the open mic, and someone was like, "Oh, you should come do. I have a room." I didn't know anything, so I was like, "Oh, nice. I'll go do comedy again." So he came with me. This was years ago, dude, and no one told me that it was a gay bar. And then I forgot what I said. Like I opened up, I looked around, I was looking around. I go, "A lot of dudes here. It's kind of gay."
And you were-
And they
It was just me.
were furious. Bro.
It was literally just me in the fucking audience who was rooting for Pantelis.
Yeah.
So I was there. He's like, he goes, "We're gonna go to this place." I'm like, "Okay, fuck it, let's go." You know. So
Where was it? Like Chez Mado?
it
No,
was on.
it was on Blurry, I think.
Corner Blurry and. Oh my god! Now I blanked out. You guys were talking about the streets and I.
Anyways, but the point, he was the only one that was with me to
You were
support
in the
me.
birdcage, right?
So everything he was saying,
you,
I'm like, yeah. I was
you did
laughing.
the
So he was
Milton
like,
gag.
No, I didn't. This was when I first started. This is my second time on stage, dude. I was just
Yeah,
shooting the shit,
ever.
but all the stuff was very offensive to everyone that was there.
That's fun. But you
But it's
took
because
it.
I opened up
It
aggressively.
was great. You took it.
I had no idea.
Perfect.
And then when I got off, I was like,
all
"What?"
all the people, all the guys, they're all gay guys, and they're all like,
Yeah,
You know what?
I heard the hummings, and then I was there.
yeah, they were like,
I'm like,
"Mm."
woo! And, I was cheering up. And then I realized after like 10 minutes in the bit, I'm like, and then I was looking, I'm like,
Yeah, he was giving
I'm
me
like-
he was giving me signs because I just kept going like really gay stuff. I think I was just going hardcore, and then he was giving me signs like that. And then when I got off, someone's like, "Why'd you decide to do that in a gay bar or what, at the gay night or whatever?" I was like, "I didn't. What really? Everyone is gay? Oh shit. Okay, so then my radar's good at least."
You thought it was like anybody dressed like Vito, a fag, and
No, it was
No,
there was no
they
leather
were
strap.
like,
They're just regular. It's just I said it because
Yeah.
I looked around. It was a lot of dudes just
it's not
hugging.
like they're
It was
blowing
just-
each other. In the,
No, it just
No.
felt really gay. So I just said,
but that was
But
like,
you
what?
wanna-
And then when we left, he's like, Malaga, he goes, I fucked up.
You want to have a laugh, though? You want to have a laugh? I once went, go to Chez Mado.
I've heard that name before.
Chez Mado.
closed.
The one,
Isn't
not
that
Chez
a-
Mado,
what
the
is that?
strip club
Is
on
it-
Pinaf.
Oh, I thought it was a burlesque place.
No, Mado Burlesque on
Okay, I've
St.
heard of this.
Catherine East. She is like the a David Letterman, let's say. So she has a show, but it's the Birdcage, but it's hilarious. It's where a lot of the bachelorettes don't go to 281 anymore. They go there because it's comedy.
Wait, what is it? Is it a show?
It's
The 281 is closing, by the way.
It's
Everything's
it's,
closing. The
It's
what?
drag.
281, the
shows.
strip club,
281.
everything's closing.
It's drag shows. It's not.
Yeah, those are big, but I think a lot of these are
But-
going to lose money now. They're going out of business because there's no money coming in.
Correct, but that's a fixture. Like the Heritage Montreal, they've been there since the '60s, Mado. And I went there with Mike Migliera because we needed to find drag for a movie he was casting, and we had a laugh. We had fun.
Yeah, you have fun when you go out and you have a good show or whatever. Like it's.
I'm telling you, go there. It won't make you gay. Just go there once.
Yeah, oh, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I don't mind any of that.
Yeah.
You didn't hear me going into gay bars doing my bits.
But you
That's
can't
good.
turn gay.
What about that? The place you practice
think
French.
you
Is that
could.
place still there?
What do you mean? Which place?
Papillon
You're
and
born-
Sauvé.
Explain this.
Since you're
Oh, you were
born
with
gay.
me. That I don't know if I can know that. The only first and last time I ever been there was with you. You who Tadeo
Franco,
was there,
Pino,
and Mike Mayo.
How's he doing?
I haven't spoken to him in a bit, but he should be okay. But yeah, that was the night where it was the first time I ever did French, and I didn't like it, but they left.
Yeah,
and then,
I remember you were good.
And then how? It's not true. I don't know why everybody thinks that.
No, my point was.
That's what I thought when we went to the gay bar. I'm like, oh, you're good. And then every gay guy was fucking wanted to kill us.
Yeah, they weren't happy.
He looked mighty fine in them jeans. No, what I mean is, it didn't appear to the audience that he winged it. That's what I'm saying.
I winged the fuck out of it. Yeah,
And
it's
that's
funny.
what
I say that, and then 1 year later, I'm doing a TV taping in French.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
What did Anthony say when I was poorly singing, when he was doing REM, That's Me in the Corner?
Yeah, I remember.
Anthony
That's Me
said,
in the Corner.
Anthony said, it's all about confidence
Yeah.
in when you're singing. And then Anthony was singing Bee Gees with the...
But he's good though. Him and Mike both have singing voices.
Yeah.
They can actually sing.
Well, they started because of OJ.
What?
OJ basically made Anthony's career
O.J. Simpson.
because...
Oh, the funny song that he wrote to get on the
Him and
yeah.
his brother would be sending these parody songs.
Yeah.
And Opie opened the mail and found it funny, and that went viral.
Yeah, you never know how well this shit's gonna go, man. Like with me, I was doing it that night with you guys just to shut you all up, and then Mike put me on stage on his tour, and then just started doing it in French, and now it became a thing.
Anthony was on his Twitch. He had his Twitch going.
I read the off topic. I read the Artie Lang.
The other idiot was.
Would you,
sleeping
his
in-
book?
Wait, is he
His
dead?
book?
No. What happened to Artie?
Fucking
He
awesome.
said he read
book.
his book. He's
Oh,
like,
fuck.
calm
I thought you
your
like
tits.
I read him this.
I read his book.
Artie.
Fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome.
Which one? Too Fat to Fish, the first one.
I read Too Fat to Fish. No, Too Fat to Fish. I did the audio. I got the what is it called? The ebook. What is
The,
it called?
the
Yeah,
latest
the audiobook.
one.
The Audible.
Audible. Yeah.
That's what I use that a lot.
Have you noticed that his nose is like airbrushed on the new one?
I've seen his nose that is
Yeah.
fucked up. But Too Fat to Fish, and then what was the second one called?
I used to know. He's such a good guy.
Anyways, both books I read. They're like sequels. You have to read because I read the first one, the second one first.
And then
I
you
fucked
realized,
up. Yeah, because the second one he like zooms in on one part of his life, like at the last part when he
Stabbed himself in the stomach.
yeah, when he was fucked up on drugs, and then he got rich, and then he went broke, and then he got rich again, and now he just got the books. He writes
Driving
books.
around in the pig costume looking for coke in
Yeah,
Hollywood.
exactly. That top-notch cocaine dealer he was saying.
I hurry up! I gotta go. I had a podcast in my kitchen, and I was the one always showing up late.
Because I was like, yeah.
that's amazing. Man.
They ring my doorbell. He goes, I was finishing up the lines of coke, and I was answering the door an hour later.
For the podcast, yeah, he was late to his own show.
The timing of Howard was talking about fucking Roseanne or something,
Yeah.
and that was exactly at the moment where, as soon as he said Roseanne's pussy, Artie yesterday, or he's snoring and puking. Right,
He was on heroin. He was doing craziness.
Heroin will fuck you up, dude.
It will. But the books, I'm not a big reader.
you know, you appear to
Zero.
be. You surprised me.
I'm not. I'm a good listener.
Yeah, he's a very good listener. Yeah.
You are, because I can't shut the fuck up.
But the books, honestly, were very good. Very, very. And then when what's funny is because I thought of it because when I finished reading the books, I was watching 2 Drink Minimum, and Mike from the quarantine, he's doing it at his house. Everybody's
Yeah.
He has a pillow.
In the back, yeah, it's Artie Lang, yeah.
So I was watching the podcast, and I'm like, but something's bothering me. I go, what the fuck? And I'm looking at the thing, and I'm like, Malak, I go, this is already lying. He has a pillow, but I couldn't like, you know,
Like something's bothering me. Like
Yeah,
something
I'm
seems
like,
familiar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
And then I was talking to my
year-
girlfriend. I'm like, Mike has a fucking pillow of already lying, and she was like, how do you know? I'm like, well, but you don't see it.
Yeah.
She goes, but how do you know that's already lying? I'm like, because I know the Malak. I read
Yeah.
the book. Like, what the fuck? I just read 2 books.
So that year, Theater St. Catherine Midnight Show, I go meet Artie because he's asking me for Percocets. and I don't want to give him Percocets. I don't know where to get Percocets. But Mike was nice
I would
enough.
have given it to him just so you can call me back.
Mike brought everybody to the restaurant. So Artie comes to the restaurant. So we become not buddies, but if you need something, I'm local, whatever you need. I end up at Theater St. Catherine. Artie's there, and Mike is there. He's Dave Chappelle comes from the airport, and Artie's like, "Hey, let's go eat. Funny, got a good restaurant here." Chappelle surprised everybody, does his shit.
This is the restaurant over here.
This is on St. Catherine. Ahmed says, "Roll a joint." When Dave gets off, we're gonna give him the joint. Dave gets off, give him the joint. We're walking. Mike Ward, Artie disappeared. Ahmed, 300 people behind us. We go to a shitty strip joint on St. Catherine. Dave Chappelle, Mike Ward, all these people. The strippers cannot fucking believe Mike Ward is there.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they didn't know who the fuck anyone else was.
I was there. I was there. The strippers were losing their mind that Mike Ward was there.
Yeah, and
there was
Dave Chappelle was able to just chill.
Yeah.
There was a bit about this that Dave Chappelle couldn't get into the club.
Yeah,
and
and
they're like, "Nah, buddy, we're closed."
Yeah.
And then Mike's like, "Hey, John, you
Yeah, they started freaking out. Yeah.
I saw it with my own eyes.
No
Yeah.
way.
And Mike is not in the picture, unfortunately, that I have. I don't know why there's no picture of Mike there.
Mike probably took it.
No, I
Mike
think
was with the.
yeah, maybe, but he wasn't in the picture.
I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah,
But it was
fact. I saw it. The strippers couldn't believe Mike Ward was there.
God damn. All right. So before we shut down for tonight, I want to remind everyone, stop asking how do you join the fun with all the gifts. It's all on the Discord. Join the Patreon. Get on the Discord. We're dropping exclusive stuff. Tomorrow I have a big interview for my podcast. I don't know when I'm going to put it up, but you know who's going to get it first? The patrons. That's who gets it first.
That's a big get.
Yeah.
That's a big get.
Patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where you can go to sign up. There's different tiers, as Poseidon knows. Sign up to whatever you want. Tonight, 7:30 p.m. live on the 2 Drink Minimum channel. It is 2 Drink Minimum live from the Bordel. You can also get tickets if they're still available to see us there live, and you can eat the delicious food. Spiro's probably going to make his way down there. You might even catch a Guido sighting. You don't even know what's going to happen there tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be a crazy night.
The food really is good there.
Yeah, the food's delicious over there. So thank you for checking that stuff out. We're going to be dropping more stuff this month. We're just waiting to finish this place up so we could be doing, obviously more podcasts here. What are you going to say, Poseidon?
I want to say the closing statement.
Yeah.
Statement. As a closing statement,
Yeah.
you can have the sauce, but did you know that you can also get lost in the sauce?
All right. Thank you all for listening. Go fuck yourself, Poseidon.